have you heard, Faye, about the drama between the Descendants girlies and Malachi Barton?
Oh shit.
It's
Really?
juicy.
It's okay, so this
I put
is
teen drama in
Yeah.
2 different movie franchises.
Mhm,
Yeah.
but they were all on Worlds Collide tour.
Oh, on tour?
Yeah. So
Just
okay.
like the OG Camp Rock when they're going through a messy breakup of Demi Lovato and Joe Jonas.
I mean, they fought on their tour bus and now they don't.
And now they can't handle it being on a tour bus? No. Okay, so this is honestly more news for Wicked Wonderland, but since we're not going to talk about that for a while,
Probably like a year.
we're going to talk about it right now because I want to and it's relevant. So, and it includes Malachi Barton. So,
And
okay.
he's in this movie.
Yeah. So, Malachi and Kylie,
Also, this is all like technically hearsay.
it's pretty confirmed though. Malachi Barton and Kylie Cantrell were dating.
Red from
Descendants.
Red. Pink is in on all the fun.
And Pink is in all the fun. That's later.
Yeah.
Um,
Way after Red.
yeah. So Malachi Barton and Kylie Cantrell were dating like on tour. They got together. They were dating for a while. I just looked it up. They were together roughly 3 months, but like
Sorry.
they were together though, right? And they were like, it was during July 2025 during the tour. So they split up quietly around October. That's what Google said. Yeah, and she's like best friends with Malia, who is Chloe, and they're like, they sing Space Between together, and like they were in the movie together. They were like best friends. They have a really close relationship. When Kylie and Malachi broke up, like I think and this is hearsay, like a couple days later, maybe a week or 2 later, Malia got with Malachi.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And so that they're best friends. So it completely ended their friendship. And now like Kylie and Malia have bad blood.
So the entire Wicked Wonderland press tour
has been really awkward because they are not friends. And Kylie literally in an interview was like former best friend, Malia. And someone asked her, like, what was it like singing with her? And she's like, yeah, it was like a dream come true, like singing with your former best friend, like Space Between. And then she just released a song called Space Between, where it's about like a friendship ending. And she says there'll always be a boy-sized space between us.
Oh my god.
So,
but that's fire.
It's so fire. So that's the drama. And I feel like nobody's blaming Malachi for this. Which, like, he's
classic. You always blame the women. You don't blame the guy.
He's a homewrecker. Like, what the fuck was he doing hooking up with her? Like, it's so messy and they're all on tour. Oh my gosh.
It's like
the
a
kids.
nightmare.
Look at us, high 20-somethings.
Stop calling them kids.
Pushing through. We're all 27. No, you're 28. Haha. Beta's turned 28.
Everyone say happy birthday to BenG.
And everyone say happy birthday to BenG. Because it's their week apart.
Yeah.
That's our space between. Welcome, everybody.
Shut up. I do that. Welcome, everybody, to the DCOM Duo podcast.
I'm BenG.
I'm Kelsey.
And I'm Ben.
Faye's here.
Yeah.
What did DCOM Duo podcast?
DCOM Duo podcast. Today,
we're
trio.
Yeah. We're Connect 3.
For the first time in a while, we're actually talking about a DCOM that like premiered very recently.
Yeah.
Like this week. Right?
Because
the
last time we did that was Big City Green Spacecation.
That's crazy.
That's like one of our most watched videos. So.
It sounds like the last 3 or 4 DCOMs have been like sequels.
Including this one,
which is crazy.
Disney Channel doesn't make original movies anymore. And we're talking about Disney Channel original movies.
Original.
Yeah.
Like, they do sequels and reboots, which is just how Disney is these days.
Out of stuff that we consider for this podcast, the last ones, and I'm going to include the next, 4 that are going to come out. Ready?
Okay.
There's the Phineas and Ferb one in development.
Yeah.
There's Zombies 5. There's Hidden Heroes: A Descendant Story, but again, that might be a show. I think that one's not confirmed yet.
A show.
There's the new Cheetah Girls that's in development.
Ooh.
There's Camp Rock 3, which we're talking about here. Descendants: Wicked Wonderland. Zombies 4. Descendants: The Rise of Red. Big City Green Spacecation,
which is a show.
So it's all the way back to the 99 for the original one.
Mm-hmm.
And as Ben, who also watches with us, pointed out, That's not even really an original one because that's clearly just a spoof on like an Ocean's film.
Yeah, but at least it is original.
Yeah.
Like it's not an existing franchise. But like you can say the same thing about Slumber Party. It's a Hangover.
Mhm.
But you know,
But
it's still
also,
original.
those got labeled as Disney original movies. If we keep going back further
No,
than
no,
that,
no, no.
no, I want to explain this. If we keep going back further than that, we go back to the last one's called DCOM. We get Under Wraps 2 and Zombies 3.
Oh my gosh.
And then it's Christmas again.
That's
God,
crazy.
no, it's not. Get out of here.
No, it's not
And then
Christmas.
Under Wraps and then Spin. It's crazy.
But,
Disney doesn't make original films anymore.
Yeah, but that all to say, this is the first time we're like up to date and releasing it right when it comes out because we like specifically made sure we covered Camp Rock 1 and 2 already. So we can talk about Camp 3, whereas we haven't covered all the Zombies or Descendants movies yet.
If you're new here, we talk about every Disney Channel original movie.
Yes.
And sometimes with a guest. That's what Bay is for us. She's been a guest on all the Camp Rock episodes, so
And Descendants.
Going to Camp Rock.
going to Camp Rock.
And we're going to the Worlds Collide tour again. You know we will.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see how it's different now that Camp Rock's in the mix.
Yeah, it'll be fun. That will be fun.
We're going to talk about our general thoughts briefly. We'll go through some like the cast and our thoughts on that. And then we'll talk about everything scene by scene. So you can just skip ahead to whatever point that you want. If
Yeah.
we're
Welcome to
not
the podcast.
watching you, we'll listen to this. You can do whatever you
No,
want.
I'm watching.
I'm tracking the analytics of when people are clicking over
I know
there.
people just clicked to the 1 hour mark right now. That was crazy.
Now there's going to be a spike there.
But yeah, what's our general thoughts on Camp Rock 3?
That's a great question. So we
I'm
watched it.
afraid to say my opinion first.
So we watched it last night. It premiered like basically last night. It premiered on Disney Plus last night, and we watched it. I've watched it twice because I watched it on Thursday when it premiered on Disney Channel to take the notes so that I wasn't interrupting our big group watch. So I've seen it twice. My thoughts are overall like pretty good, but I do have problems with it, and I told Benji my first impression of it like right after. I'm like, it feels very half baked to me, where there was not nearly enough like character development that I want. I feel like they spent too much time focusing on the nostalgia of Camp Rock that they didn't have time to let these characters really breathe because they introduced 5 of them.
Yeah.
So
I feel similar in a lot of ways. I think I'm less positive than you are in totality
mhm.
because it's to me the problem is less that it's offensive and more there's very few points that I'm positive on the movie
That's fair.
versus just being like that's fine. And I don't value Camp Rock as such like a time honored tradition or like untouchable status. I don't even love the original movies. This is not that far in quality from them. I might think it's better than Camp Rock 2. That's what my gut would say right now.
hmm
But like Camp Rock 2 has higher highs than this. Camp Rock 1 has higher highs than this.
Yeah.
But this is just there. And the first act of this movie is its strongest part. It feels like it's setting up for some interesting
Yeah.
stuff to happen.
And then just
But then
kinda
all the
focus.
characters just basically tell you what their character development is, and that's it.
Yeah.
They don't actually do anything.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of like
No.
action happening. They just tell you what happens.
They tell you this is how I feel at the start of the movie, and then at the end of the movie, they're like, this is how I feel now. And they're just telling you every step of the way instead of showing you things happening.
Also, the music is, I think, the worst DCOM output in a bit. Not that it's offensively bad or anything. There's just very little to hold on to, in my opinion.
I feel like they're all songs I've heard before, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They're all like very
Generic.
I saw someone online describe it, not necessarily as an accusation, but like sounding like an AI song,
Ooh.
where it's very mashed together of just a bunch of other people's work kind of being reheated.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of get that opinion
Yeah.
for a lot.
And they also focus a lot on just redoing the old songs. They did it a
Yeah.
lot.
I did not like that they did that for
They
so
did
many
so
songs.
many.
Again, they didn't sound like I'm like, even though you remixed it, it doesn't sound
Yeah,
unique.
they did
Like,
it too much where they're reheating the old nachos.
Yeah.
Like that's why I say like they leaned way too into the nostalgia.
mhm.
Like they should have been trying to focus more on putting a new spin on it. just in the same setting of Camp Rock. But instead, they're
Especially,
like,
yeah.
remember Camp Rock? Remember Camp Rock 2?
Out of any of these like classic DCOM franchises that you could bring back and like completely refresh, start new, Camp Rock is probably the one that's most prime for that.
Yeah, because you can just put new kids in the
New
same camp.
characters, yeah.
Exactly. Like, it's crazy how much Descendants did better in like rebooting a franchise and introducing new characters and making a fresh new thing, but in the same world of
Rise of
Descendants.
Red has a lot of issues.
It does, but at least they did that.
Yeah.
Where they're like, we're not going to focus too much on what happened before. We're in the same world, but with new characters, and it's because they have so many different villains.
Zombies 4 honestly did an incredible job passing the torch.
Okay, hold on. This is such a derail, so mark it.
Okay.
But I'm just now realizing that Cinderella in Rise of Red, right, and Wicked Wonderland is supposed to have a brother.
Oh, yeah.
And instead, the person who gets a sibling is Red. This is so stupid.
They just invented a new sibling, and they like Hook gets a new sibling too, and Cecilia gets a new sibling too, and it's so. But we're not talking about Wicked Wonderland right now.
Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry,
Anyway.
I just realized I was. Okay, whatever.
Anyway, back to Camp Rock. Yeah.
Hey, what's your overall opinion?
I was low-key like, I kind of love this, but I'm also like, yeah, I agree with you guys. I also felt like the pacing was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It felt
rushed.
really
Yeah.
fast-paced
Yeah.
when it didn't have any reason to.
Yeah.
What, this camp is 2 weeks? Like,
No, because the final camp, where it's like, it felt like in the first Camp Rock, which is supposed to be a similar timeline, I think.
Months.
It felt like months. It felt like weeks were passing by.
Yeah.
And this one, it felt like days were passing
It
by.
literally felt like it took place over
In
the course
1
of
week.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
A week or two. Yeah, and I was like, what is happening? And yeah, the character development wasn't like fully developed.
Yeah.
For sure. I will say it looks really good.
It does look good, like production wise.
Also, this is just like first thoughts when I first saw like a couple scenes of the movie. It looks like a very different camp.
Really?
I think so. It looks
Okay.
like really different, like just updated and stuff. But like also the cinematography, you can tell that it's way better.
I was going to say, one of the biggest positives I can say about this film is whoever did the cinematography
It's so
actually
good.
like
Kind of
killed it.
No,
Yeah.
it's
There's
really good.
several shots in the film where I'm like, this is very pleasant.
I'm like, this is like a TV show. Like this is
Yeah, I will say some of the editing, and see, I'm starting to learn more about the differences like cinematography and editing.
It's
stuff,
really
like,
fun
listen
doing
to
this
Oscars.
podcast.
Yeah.
And just like I feel like I learned so much more about
Yeah,
it.
and we like love watching the Oscars and stuff, and they give awards for that shit. But I feel like sometimes the editing threw me off, but the cinematography was good.
yeah.
You know, I don't know. Just food for thought. Okay. Before we get in more, we should do the factos.
Well, first off, do we have fan mail?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I didn't check, so I should check right now. If you have fan mail you want to send us, make a comment on this video, like
Email
us at
us.
thedecomduo@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Write us a letter in the post office.
I'd love to hear your thoughts on Camp Rock 3, especially because it's so
I'm
new.
curious about people's opinions on it.
So tell us what you thought.
Tell us your reasons.
Tell us your reasons. We haven't done that. No, we haven't done that movie yet.
Well, sneak peek for the future.
Sneak peek for Zombies 2.
But otherwise, we can get into the factos.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so Camp Rock 3 released, believe it or not, August 13th, 2026.
What?
It's 122nd DCOM, or at least what we consider.
So that's our
DCOM.
count is 122.
That's what,
So many.
out of stuff that we plan to do in the podcast, it's 122 plus 1 for High School Musical 3. Because that's not in the list.
Yes. So okay, so
that was
123.
definitively not a DCOM.
Yeah, so we're counting 123, and this is episode 101, which is fun.
Yeah. The director of this film is Veronica Rodriguez. She also directed The Slumber Party.
You know what? I liked The Slumber Party.
Yeah.
I think I liked
That's
Slumber Party
the one where
better.
it's The
than this.
Hangover, but
Yeah, but a teenage girl.
That one was really funny. I liked that
I
one.
might watch this.
she's
It's
also directed a few episodes of Disney Channel's Gabby Duran and the Unsittables, but not many other credits otherwise. Also, she is not to be confused with the porn star of the same name that comes up first when you Google the name.
Uh-oh.
So
Uh-oh.
don't get that mixed
That's a
up.
kids movie.
Oh, that sucks. I have the same name as a porn star.
Yeah. I feel like I would have to, if I was in the entertainment industry, I feel like I would have to use like a middle name or something.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. In the cast, I had to pull up the cast beforehand, so I had no idea who
Yeah.
was going to be. Like, I didn't want to read plots and spoil myself,
Uh-huh.
so I'm going to go quickly through some of the people because they don't matter as
Yeah,
much as I thought.
The only one you missed was Madison.
Yeah, and
Who's
I
the
looked
mean
her up in
girl?
here, and she's done.
Like,
Madison,
no.
the mean girl, is played by. I guess we'll talk about her first. By Ava Jean.
Uh-huh.
She was like recently in a new pilot for a Buffy show,
Okay.
but I don't think she's done anything much
Yeah.
otherwise.
She wasn't in Fate. Like,
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Like it's like the Winx Club.
She was in A Week Away,
Yeah, no, she was on that.
which is
Yeah.
probably her most notable
Yeah.
thing, which is an Angel TV show.
Only reason we're talking about her is because BenG omitted her from the list because he didn't know who was going to be important or not. So,
Yeah. I put down Joe Jonas as Shane Gray.
Yeah.
All the Jonas Brothers are back. We've talked about them before, and this is their least important
Yeah.
one. Well, at least
Yeah.
maybe I could argue Nick and Kevin are more important this
yeah.
one than
Honestly, let's not even talk about them. Like, they are back. We've talked about them
It's
before.
the Jonas Brothers.
It's the Jonas
They're
Brothers.
the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
They're back. They're back in the Disney situation completely.
Yup. They're fully in with Disney.
We'll only
again.
talk about the stuff that they've done since we
Yeah.
last talked about in Camp Rock 2,
Mhm.
which for Joe, I believe is nothing new.
Mhm.
Other than I think they just had like a recent album come out,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Nick Jonas is back, of course. He was in the 2026 film Power Ballad
With
Paul Rudd,
Paul Rudd, yeah.
which Kelsey saw the trailers for and said, I am never watching this film in my life,
It
even though
did-
it's got decent reviews.
It's not look good to me. It looks bad.
And he's got several other like acting projects in the works. He's still the most successful
And
Jonas
that's
Brothers
why they-
by, like a notable amount.
That's why they called him a movie star in this one.
Yeah. They very much reference the real life careers of
Yeah.
all of them in here. Playing the role of Jason is Kevin Jonas.
Mm.
He had has been releasing solo music
Yeah.
recently.
Wow.
I haven't listened to it.
They let him sing in
Yeah.
this movie.
He just like had his second single come out in May.
Fun.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, go.
Playing the role of Connie Torres.
Yes.
She's back. She's the real DCOM queen if you think about it.
True.
For real.
Yeah.
Maria Canales Martin.
I love her.
Yeah. She was in Wizards, and I believe she was in a couple episodes of Wizards Beyond Waverly
That would make
Place.
sense. They
Yeah.
like brought everyone back for the finale except for the guy who plays Max.
Yeah, there's a lot of drama about that
There
show right
is.
now, but that's definitely
Sounds like
outside
a-
the scope.
Later.
Well, we already covered Wizards Waverly Place the movie, so.
She's also in the Proud Family movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of DCOM experience there. Obviously also the Camp Rocks.
Yes. All the Camp Rocks.
She's a hot girl in the DC animated universe.
Mm.
She's also done, like, as I mentioned, Proud Family voice acting and Danny Phantom voice acting.
Mm.
She's done a lot of other TV stuff. Recently, she was in the reboot for Dora and in The Morning Show. Playing the role of Lark, the tour agent.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was fun.
Manager for F3's Reunited tour.
Right.
Is Sherry Cola. She's had notable film roles in Joyride, in Goat, and in Shortcomings.
Who was she in Goat? We watched Goat. Oh, she was the friend.
Yeah.
The hyena friend. It
Yeah,
was a
which is
hyena.
which is not a small role. Yeah, she's had notable TV roles in Shrinking, Good Trouble, and Nobody Wants This. This like the first one where it actually feels like a role in the movie.
Mhm.
Like Connie is a role in the movie, but it's also barely a role.
And it's like, she was in the first ones, and now she's running the camp. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
I feel like Lark was a decently fun character. Well, one of my least complained things for like a minor character.
Yeah, no, she was totally fine. I did feel she was giving Aquafina vibes.
Yes.
Which is funny because Aquafina was in Wicked Wonderland. She
really?
voices
It's a
the
Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat, like, daughter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's weird.
Okay.
But she is not Aquafina. She just gives that vibe a little bit.
Especially like the first couple things, and then it turns, I
It
think,
definitely
into a
turns.
different character.
Yeah, it's not the whole
It's
time.
not Aquafina doing Aquafina.
No.
Yeah. Playing our lead of this film is the role of Sage, of course,
Yes.
is Liamani Segura. She's also Pink in Descendants of Wicked Wonderland.
Which was a new
But she's
character.
in on the fun here, too.
Okay.
She's in High School Musical, the series.
Oh, yes, I remember now. She was in the Camp Rock season of that. And she's saying, like, this is me, I think.
Oh.
She was, like, younger. And I remember now because I'm like, she looks so young there. It's because she was supposed to be, like, a little bit younger than the main cast. She was probably, like, 13 or something, you know? Still an amazing singer, though. Like, she's got a voice, this
Yeah.
girl.
And those are her main credits to this, but she's definitely in the Disney ecosystem. A lot of big roles there. She's going to be part of the Worlds Collide
Tour.
2 tour.
I feel like she's going to kind of be the new face of it, other than Malachi, who's obviously like
I
their
mean, when
biggest
you
star.
look at the promotion, it's Malachi and her as like the big splash images.
Yep.
I feel like Sage is not a great character. I don't think it's her fault.
Not her fault, it's the
No.
writing.
The writing, again, Act 1 is setting up all these characters in decently enough interesting ways,
Mm-hmm.
but then they just don't do anything with them.
Yeah. And they just say, like, and now my conflict's resolved in so and so way. And it's like, was it?
This is very much a film made for people on their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Playing the role of Fletch is Malachi Barton.
Homewrecker. I
Yeah.
don't want to be a homewrecker.
He was in Under Wraps 1 and 2. He was in Zombies 4 and 5.
He will be in 5.
Yeah. He's in this.
Yeah.
He is the DCOM king nowadays. I feel pretty confident just saying that flat out.
Modern day DCOM king.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
He's
was
in
on
everything.
the Disney Channel shows Stuck in the Middle, The Villains of Valley View. He was on Disney Junior's Fancy Nancy.
Mm.
He was young Diego in Dora and the Lost City of the Gold.
Fun.
He's in the upcoming Freeform show Coven Academy that was announced as a Disney Channel show.
We saw the trailer for that before
Yes.
Camp Rock 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked interesting, actually.
Yeah, he's done a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is out of the ones I've watched, the one I'm least interested in.
What, his character or
Yeah.
just Malachi?
I think he's not doing anything special in this film.
No, they just put him in there because it would get butts and seats.
Yeah.
And by seats, I mean couches.
Yeah.
Couches at home.
I fully agree. Playing the role of Rosie is Lumi Pollock.
It's the cello.
This is Cello
Mhm,
Girl.
Cello
Yeah,
Girl.
she had a main role in Electric Bloom, which was the Disney Channel
was
show.
Was that successful?
No, I think it was, they didn't renew it for another season, and it was like kind of controversial that they
It
didn't.
flopped.
Because like a lot of people liked it, but I
Oh.
guess it didn't have the numbers.
It was also a musical show.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were like in a band. That was the
Yeah.
thing. They were promoting it when we went to the Worlds Collide tour.
Yeah. She also had a notable role in the Netflix show Dee and Friends in Oz.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Playing the role of Desi is Hudson Stone. Desi's, we've talked about this before, out of the main characters, I think the most
The best.
interesting.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know if it's necessarily his performance as much as I feel like this is the one time the writing put a scenario in that felt interesting to explore.
I liked his vibe. I
Yeah.
liked his delivery, and that's a big props to Hudson Stone.
Yeah,
and
for
how
his
he
first
played
role.
it. For his first role.
His
His
first role.
debut.
Yeah.
Wow. That was awesome.
And he is going on tour, so we will see him in
Oh,
person,
yay.
and I am excited to see him perform.
Playing the role of Cliff is Casey Trotter. He's the drummer dude.
He's a drummer dude.
Yeah.
I wish they made it like that guy's son. Although that would have been
That
like a
would-
teen pregnancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of funny to just imply that, though.
Yeah.
Disney. How dare you?
He was in one episode of The Thundermans Undercover before this, but otherwise nothing. Again, these are, compared to our normal episodes, these people aren't in much because they're actively young kids being
Yeah.
kids. So we get to see where everyone's careers go from here. Playing the role of Callie, who is the dancer.
Yeah. Dancer friend.
Yeah.
Generic dancer friend. I did like her though.
Brooklyn Pitts. She was a part of JoJo Siwa's Dance Pop Revolution show.
Oh, was that like a competition show or something?
I think so. As she was a dancer there.
Mhm.
and she had recurring roles on the things Manny and Chicken Girls.
What is that?
Chicken Girl?
I don't remember too much, but that's like her biggest credits beyond.
Okay.
So not big. Understood.
And then
Her career's just
we already talked about Madison.
Yeah, we're talking about
Yeah.
Madison.
Danielle
One
is
of the
one of the
last.
lackeys of Madison,
Mhm.
played by Ellen Lucas. They have very minor roles, so I can really go through this. But she had an unnamed role in Prom Pact.
Nice.
So there you go.
Hell yeah.
She also danced in like a JoJo Siwa movie.
Cool.
And then the guy who played Daniel, the other lackey, was Orlando Lucas, and he had like actually more credits than I expected. He was like on iZombie, Power Burst, and some other TV shows since 2017.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't have too much for fun facts because not a lot has been published or released yet. But Demi Lovato, who does, spoiler alert, appear in this film,
Yeah.
uh, she executive produced this film along with the Jonas Brothers.
That's why it was like pretty widely suspected that she was gonna be in the movie as a
It's
cameo.
too easy if you're EPing the movie to just make a cameo.
Yeah. I'm glad she did.
Yeah. And I also put down that One Beat Away and Play My Music were both released like publicly before
Yeah.
the film came.
Disney has always released like one or
It's
two
a promotional
songs before.
tactic.
It
It's
makes
not
sense.
yeah.
And like High School Musical 2 did it as well.
All the
Yeah.
films do it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Where like it gets you excited, you get a little sneak peek. It's usually like the first number they release so that you can like get a little taste. Except Zombies 4, it wasn't the first number. It was like both beach songs, was it? Or like the Zombies versus Daywalker songs instead of Legend of the Making.
Introducing the plot.
Yeah. Yeah. And the new characters.
Mhm.
But yeah. Anyway, back to Camp Rock.
For the Disney Plus description, I pulled this before the film release, so it may have changed. I did not double check that.
Okay. But that's what it was before.
Yeah. When Connect 3 loses their opening act for a major reunion tour, they return to their beloved Camp Rock to discover the next big thing. As campers vie for the chance to open for their favorite band, tensions rise and friendships are tested, leading to unexpected alliances, revelations, and romances.
Oh, they tease romances, which like is true.
There are 3 relationships teased
But it's
between the 6 main kids.
It's so tame. The one that was most obvious actually was Desi and Callie to me. Even though Sage and Fletch was also pretty obvious. And Cliff like confessing his love to Rosie, but she didn't really reciprocate. Yeah. But that was really cute. I liked how he was like
That baddie with the cello.
baddie with the cello, and she's in love with me, right? Right? And you're in love with me?
That was hilarious.
And that's what I have down for the factos.
Hooray!
There were some crazy one-liners in this.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh my gosh, are you guys ready to jump into the movie?
Ready to let it shine.
That's a good one.
I'm ready to I'm ready to Camp Rock.
Camp Rock 2, the final gym!
You're going to Camp Rock 3. Why is there not a subtitle on this one? It's interesting they decided to just roll it straight. I'm fine with it.
I'm fine with it too. But like,
because
they could have been.
They've been doing that though with like zombies.
Yeah, I'm just surprised their marketing department said, "Yeah, just do Camp Rock."
Yeah, zombies are like out of the vampires. I think because they're like this is a new era.
Yeah.
Like we want to make.
So they could have done Camp Rock 3 a new era.
Same with Descendants. They're like.
You think they'll make more
Rise of
Camp
Red
Rock afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you see, they're putting it all on tour. They're
if they keep
doing old franchises.
If they keep doing Camp Rock, Zombies, Descendants, they can keep going on tour with like more songs that are easy to pump out. Not that going on tour is easy, as we know from this movie. But yeah.
As we know from this cold open, it leads to stressful situations.
Sometimes you lose your 2 leads of the Descendants franchise. Anyway. Okay, let's get into Camp Rock 3. So we open, it says a Disney Channel original movie. Hooray, those are back. In Camp Rock 3.
It looks exactly like before, too. Like, I think it was the same Disney Channel.
Yeah, it looked good. And it starts playing the Brand New Day riff. And actually, it sings it too, but it's like a cover from the cast, I think.
I think it is Demi.
No, it's not.
No, I thought it was.
It said in the subtitles, Demi? It said Demi.
Let me look it up.
She's looking it up.
It says Brand New Day Liamani, who is Sage.
Well, then the subtitles are wrong.
Yeah.
I believe.
You were wrong.
It sounded like her. It didn't sound like Demi to me. It sounded like Liamani, so I don't
Well,
know.
she's the one listening to it, so.
Yeah.
And then when she closes it, like the app has Michi Torres as like the album art.
Oh, that's why it was. So she released that song
Yeah,
canonically. Mitchie did.
yeah.
It's fun. Yeah. So we get into Camp Rock and it's a brand new day. And like, wow, even a kid drumming on stuff. And then later, that's Cliff. But it's very much giving Camp Rock 1 vibes. Arriving at camp, people are doing backflips.
It's very, this out of everything, the most homage to the original.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I immediately was like, he's a drummer, dude.
He's a drummer, dude.
Also, I had a random thought watching it. I'm like, they're like flipping off of like a bus.
Yeah, as it rolls in, and then they're like, backflip off the bus.
You are disrespectful.
That is so Camp Rock 1, though. Like, they've been doing
Hey,
that.
it's not coming in a cop car.
You're right.
True,
you're right.
true. Sage pulls up, is super excited, and she's like, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. This place is basically a historical landmark.
Oh, God.
And the parents are happy to see these two get some more time together. So it's Sage and Desi. They are siblings. So they are here. And he has his earbuds in and he's like barely talking to her. And she's like, come on, Desi, I know you're excited. And he's like, meh, whatever. And he says, like, you're the one who broke up the band. Like, they're just telling us this
Yeah.
exposition.
That exposition is not hidden. It is.
Yeah.
It is in your face.
Yeah.
One thing I'll say, this film probably could have used like a 1 minute scene for each of our main characters before they came to camp,
I
like in
wish.
their home life briefly, even just like a 10-second scene to establish it
Mhm.
a bit more.
Instead of just saying, like, I'm mad at you because you broke up the band. And then we meet, like, Cliff, and it's like, Cliff, control yourself. With that man, Cliff's backstory is the most show, not tell, which I like, because you can just kind of see that he's a very, like, hyperactive kid. He's always drumming. You can tell that he's kind of socially awkward and probably
Mhm.
doesn't have a lot of friends at home, and that is, like, his story. So, but his dad just, like, fucking hates him. He's like, Cliff, control yourself. And Cliff does like a Yoda voice, and he's like,
Rosie comes in, and this is the one that's the worst of
oh my
these.
gosh. They're like, are you sure? Like, her parents are there, and they're like, are you sure about this, Rosie? And she's like, you said I could come to Camp Rock if I brought my cello. I play my cello. And it's like, that's it.
That's it.
You'd be like, oh, her parents are strict and make her play the cello, I guess. And then Desi walks into his dorm, and there's like a whole little band set up there, and they just play the brand new day riff.
They were like, just.
They were just there.
They're just there.
And
like they're performing to the door.
And Desi goes, cool. And then we never see them again.
Never.
It's very random. This is very like dream like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like something that happened.
It's like always been kind of like over the top for Camp Rock. But yeah.
Camp Rock is camp.
Yeah.
But like this is just
This played
weird.
into it. Yeah, a lot.
Like, who are those boys in their band?
His dorm mates.
His dorm mates that we never see again, literally.
You don't know. They might compete.
They won't have seen the movie.
Shut up.
Okay, so then Sage and Rosie meet because they're bunk mates, and Sage is like, I got the bottom bunk, and Rosie's like, oh, actually, could I take the bottom bunk because I want to check on my cello in the middle of the night? And she's like, oh, actually, I'll just put it on the top bunk with me. And Sage is like, no, don't worry about it. Like, I won't get in the way of a girl and her emotional support cello. And look, I brought this stuffed animal, and that stuffed animal never
It
comes
never
back.
comes back. I thought it was going to be a Tessa's bracelet situation.
Yeah, right? Like, why are they setting these little nuggets up for nothing?
Yeah.
The setups there's some interesting stuff that they do, and that's why I'm like Act 1 is the best part.
It is. It makes you feel like this is going to be a better movie.
It makes you feel like they have an idea, and then it's like, no, we're just like trying to get to performances and get to just like
the end and
the
like
end.
nostalgia.
Just nostalgia bait.
Yeah, because guess what happens next?
Stupid
Dang. Camp Rock. They do the Camp Rock. And she hears it. Sage hears it. And she goes, it can't be. And she runs out. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe they still do the march. I thought it was a myth.
Man, I'm glad Sage is such a historian of Camp Rock lore. She can be the one to tell the audience, this is a reference. You should be impressed.
I can't believe they do the march. And Callie is there. We meet Callie. And she's like, oh yeah, they do it every year.
I think that it's so.
hello, my name's Callie. Hello, I'm Sage. And then they see Maddie, who's an influencer, dancer chick with her two lackeys, Daniel and Danielle. Um, and she dances to the song Fire by Camp Star, like that instrumental.
The only time Camp Star is really referenced,
It's the only reference at all
which
is
is
like
kind
the
of weird
song.
because I feel like that's way more of an open avenue for intrigue to
Hmm.
even just like throw a softball reference to.
Yeah. They're
It's
just
like,
trying to
oh, why
shoehorn
wouldn't with songs like that, you should go to Camp Star or something
something.
like that.
It's something I don't like about this movie is that they just shoehorn every song that they can from the previous two movies into this
Yeah.
movie. And it's like, why not beat your own thing and play maybe like one song or two? They didn't even do This Is Me. What the heck? But they did so many of the old songs, um, including this one, but it's just the instrumental for this. And Callie is like, whatever, I'm a better dancer than her. Like, I'm a
Sure.
dancer.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. And then we get to Hollywood. And Connect 3 is performing a song that I didn't write about. I can find the
They're
name of
letting
it.
Kevin sing.
Kevin say it's called Come On Over.
It is worse than the average Jonas Brothers song.
It is definitely the worst Jonas Brother Camp Rock song that's ever happened. It's very generic and boring, and I have very little opinion about it.
And I think it's like they're filming a music video,
Yeah, I
but
think so.
it's like presented like they're performing in a crowd, but like as a music video.
Yeah,
And that's why they can stop in the middle of it and no one really
Yeah.
cares.
yeah. They like bump into each other and they're like, cut. And they like are bickering. They're trying to do this plot where they're like bickering the whole movie, but then it just kind of resolves itself without us seeing it resolve. They're like, and we're
Like
back to
everything in
being
this
friends.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to just go back to where Connect 3 really connected.
Connected. I wish they said no. You know what? I don't wish they said. They say enough of the old lines. But Lark is their tour manager. She's very stressed. The opening act broke up, and therefore, like,
Yeah.
um,
They found Girl Vibe.
Girl Vibe
I think
was the
Nick
opening act.
Jonas found it.
No, Jonas.
Jody.
Shane.
Shane.
Shane found that act, and he's like, "I'll find a new one." And they're like, "No, you found Girl Vibe, and they broke up, so we don't want you to do it." And he's like, "Well, Nate, like, you were too busy to do it because you were busy being a movie star." And Jason was in dad mode, and then Jason turns around with a baby strapped to
There's a
his
baby
It
chest.
door.
was so cute.
It's so cute. And he's like, "Hey, like, she knows how to rock."
I loved it. I'm like, I love this dad mode from him.
It's really cute.
Yeah, they're just referencing their own careers here.
Mhm. They argue, and Lark is like, enough. We're about to go on a sold out tour called Reconnected, and y'all like can't be disconnected. So find a new opening act.
Why is it their job?
I
Like that
don't
is the
know.
tour manager's job.
It should be her job. Like that is not something the band that's going on tour
Like, they
should
can
have to figure out.
approve or deny it, but
But why would they have to?
they shouldn't have to find it.
That's what makes me think they're really not that successful of a band.
I really don't think they are either.
Mitchie Torres is way more
Especially, we're going to hear it soon, but we get told canonically what their biggest hit song is, and it's one of the songs that they performed
at Camp Rock.
at Camp Rock.
Which they were a big deal in Camp Rock, so they're probably just like kind of washed up now.
This is like, what's an artist who was popular in 2012
Hmm.
but isn't now?
Jonas Brothers.
Jonas' biggest hit was post Camp Rock.
I know.
Sucker was after.
You were setting up for a joke
Yeah.
to me, so I went with it. But like, because they broke up and then reconnected. Like maybe that's what Connect 3 did. Maybe they broke up and they're reconnecting, and that's what this tour is. So they haven't been popular, and that's why it's so low budget
Yeah.
because they're reconnecting.
Okay. I like that.
That's my theory. Anyway, they're like, we need an opening act, and Shane goes, I think I know just the place. Smirk. And then it like cuts to Camp Rock.
We could have just done this whole plot, honestly. And like I'm fine, happy they have the established theme and everything here. But they also like didn't need this complex of an explanation of why
No.
they needed an opening act. It could have just been like, hey, you need an opening act. Who do you
Yeah.
want? Like, I got a good idea to like visit some friends or
Liked it better if they're like, oh, that's the last thing we haven't done was find an opening act. Like it just they haven't gotten around to
Yeah.
it yet, as opposed to like we had one, but now we don't.
But I guess they're trying to establish the third challenge that happens. But even then, like, no, you didn't need to do it.
Yeah, it's dumb. And I think it's so cheesy the way he's like, I think I know where we should go. Like, barf. Come on. Like, maybe they make it a thing where they always go to Camp Rock to visit or something. I don't know. I would have rewritten that, personally. It feels too cheesy. All right, now Connie Torres welcomes everyone to Camp Rock because she is now the camp director.
Yeah,
And
Brown
yes,
is fucking gone.
yes, I'm Mitchie's mom. And they all go, oh my God. So, thoughts on Connie now being camp director?
I love
I
it.
think that's a nepotism hire.
Oh,
Mitchie Torres is like a sold
Oh.
out global superstar, and they're like, she works for the camp. This is going to make more people come.
What happened to Brown?
Died.
die.
Shit.
He actually got bought out by Camp Star.
Oh shit. Maybe he runs camp.
And got back together.
Notably, we get told all the time about either the camp being too expensive or in financial ruin whenever Brown's running it.
Yeah.
It seems fantastic under Connie's leadership.
Yeah, they didn't talk about like food much though.
No, they didn't talk about the food at all. And what's
Like,
that
They even
about?
have like a food fight scene without food.
Yeah.
Food was such an important thing in the first one, and they didn't show like any food in this one.
Like, why? They could have covered themselves in flour and that would have been a better reference.
Yeah, the
That would
flour
have been that would have been
or the
funny.
wet tortilla chips.
Yeah.
That was so gross.
Or just plain noodles on a.
Yeah,
Wait,
They should've-
Ariel.
they should have just thrown plain pasta without sauce on each other. Yeah, Connie actually sucks at catering, and she's camp director now because she's good at that.
Yeah, well, clearly she does better at this than catering. Because,
Yeah.
like, look how successful.
It is successful, and this was a theory we talked about after the movie that I'll bring up now of why we feel like it feels so fast. Like maybe they have different waves of kids coming through. They do like 3 camp sessions that last like 2 weeks,
Yeah, I think they turned it into a mini camp thing rather than a long camp thing.
which would like make more money
Yeah,
because you can get more kids in and out.
It's like
you
2
turn more
weeks.
tables.
Yeah.
It's like 2 weeks long, and all you're doing is preparing for Final Jam.
Yeah, basically. Except poor kids in the second and third session who don't get to be the opener for Connect 3.
Yeah, they said.
We also briefly get to learn what like classes there existed.
It's like pretty big in the first one, and they tried to make in the second one where they're like, we're leading the classes now.
Which I would be so mad at if I was a parent paying, but that's a Camp Rock 2 problem.
That's a Camp Rock 2 problem.
We just talked about how Brown didn't manage well.
Yeah, Brown sucked. And he was making horrible business decisions the whole time in Camp Rock 2. So we know why Connie's in charge now. But yeah.
But yeah, she got the job potentially because being Mitchie's mom, and Mitchie's now a global superstar who goes by the stage name Mitchie Torres.
Yeah, that's her name.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't sound like a pop star name to me.
Mitchie
Is that
Torres?
crazy?
Oh, we know her though.
I feel like just going as Mitchie.
Maybe. Yeah. All right. First rule of Camp Rock: no phones. Do not have your phones. We need to establish this as a rule. Okay. She's like, legends are made here. You guys are cool. And then vroom vroom, fancy cars pull up. It's Connect 3. Everybody's welcome.
Oh my
Connect
God,
3.
They're all different cars.
Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
And there's several times we see license plates in this film, and a lot of them are like vanity license plates. These 3 films do not have vanity license plates, but they also are literally just like a piece of paper.
Yeah, it was funny. Like, okay, you cared so much about Bach Band earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's like, oh my God, that's Shane Gray. They get on stage.
This would be a better time to drop the Shane Gray.
I know, that's Shane Gray for crying out loud. I wish they did it here because it makes no sense when they do it. But if somebody went like, who is that? And they go, that's Shane Gray for crying out loud. Like, that would have been good.
Yeah.
And I would have liked that better. And we'll talk about when they do it later.
Actually.
Yeah. They get on stage and they're like, it's so
come in
great.
and take over.
Yeah, they're like, it's so great to be back. Like, did Connie know about this?
I mean, like, the way she reacts is either a masterclass in like adapting, or she knew.
I would be so pissed.
I think she knew.
If I was Connie and I did know, I would, even if I did know, I feel like I'd be like, what do you mean you're gonna come here and take like a child on tour with you?
Or multiple.
A child who's not like
where their parents
trained.
are away and aren't consenting.
Yeah,
to
are not
this.
consenting, do not know about this. And like maybe we can say that this is still like the prestigious camp where they're all rich, whatever. But like these kids are not media trained.
Mm-mm.
They like are very raw,
much are
green,
you paying them?
unimmersed. Yeah, how much are you gonna pay them?
Are you gonna split that 5 ways?
They're probably
now?
gonna not pay them because they're like it's a prize for a competition and not pay them.
You know what? I believe Connect 3 are assholes.
I think they're assholes.
Yeah.
I think they're doing this Reconnect tour on a budget because they flopped. No,
I believe it.
because they peaked when they were teenagers.
It's like, who wants to go see The Wanted in tour right now?
Oof.
That's Connect
No
3.
one.
I've been searching my brain for a band that peaked in like 2011.
That's pretty funny. I was gonna say like, oh, what was a boy band back then? Like One Direction, people would pay
People
so
would
much
so
money
much
for One
money.
Direction, though.
But I don't think people would for The Wanted.
No, not for the Wanted.
Not in America, at least.
No. All right. They announce that they need an opener, and then they kind of like bicker while they do it, like whatever. In the next 2 weeks, yes, okay, they confirmed it. I wrote it down. In the next 2 weeks, there'll be 3 challenges, and if you can make it, you can do Final Jam and sing an original song. So it's literally 2 weeks.
They could have made this like a month, and it would make more feel better.
Final Jam's supposed to be the end of summer, right?
Yeah. Well, it's supposed to be the end of their camp session.
Yeah.
And they're doing
So
multiple.
maybe it is just a 2-week camp.
Dang. Okay, so summer's usually like, I don't know. 3
How
months?
long would like a full camp be? Like at least a month.
Yeah, I would say 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah. So I guess just like
Maybe
half
8.
that.
8 would be like, I think it would be hard to be away for 8 weeks. I think
What?
4 to
What did they do in
6.
Parent Trap? That's like my only.
Insane.
That's my only line of reference. I have zero experience like going to a camp as a kid. Because the camps, the quote unquote camps I went to was like an afternoon session
Yeah,
soccer
day
camp.
camp.
Right.
Yeah.
Google AI.
Okay.
Very trustworthy.
Yeah, yeah. It says 1 to 8. They say that it can be, usually it's 2, 4, or 8.
Okay, 2, 4, 8. So Camp Rock is 2, we're saying.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
think it used to be like 6 or 8, and they were
I think it used
Cut
to
it
be
down.
have one session
Yeah.
summer.
yeah,
and now they're like, no, we're a hot commod. Like,
they are.
Connie absolutely is selling out.
Hell yeah.
to who, herself? What?
To
No, like
to Bird.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
she's like sold out. That's
Yeah.
how I took what you said.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. You took it the
Selling
other way.
out
I
is
get-
like the music way.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's like sold out. She's so popular. It's
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Not derogatory.
Not derogatory sellout. Okay, they say like 3 challenges in 2 weeks. You can do Final Jam if you make it. Until then, you'll be in the very capable hands of our tour manager, Lark. It's like, okay, yay, we're gonna do it. And then the first song, like real song, starts called One Beat Away.
Should we talk briefly about the diegetic, non-diegetic thing? Because we've talked about it in every Camp Rock.
That's true. This is like, isn't this the only one that's non-diegetic?
No, there's the definitely a couple more.
Are you saying like the sibling
The
duet?
sibling duet is non-diegetic.
I guess.
This one
It
is
could've.
weird because at the end of it we get Rosie
Singing it.
singing it.
Yeah.
So
But like
it was in her
brand
head somewhere.
Brand New Day we're saying is a canonical song, and I guess that one was so weird because it like started diegetic and then turned non-diegetic.
Yeah.
And this one and Camp Rock has always blurred that line. Except for the first one. Like the first one is completely diegetic.
And I
every
feel like
single
that
time.
was more interesting way.
It was
of
way more
framing it.
interesting.
Or when you do these
Everything
non-diegetic
performance.
songs, yeah, you get bigger performance features, but like you lose something because
Like intimate about it, you know?
Mhm.
yeah, the first one you felt like these are all the people doing their performances,
Yeah.
and this one I was like, oh, this is just a musical about a musical.
Yeah.
High School Musical series.
I was about to say.
Camp Rock, the Camp of the Rock, the series.
Camp Rock.
That should have been a
Rocky
cold
Camp.
open.
Okay, so this song, One Beat Away, performed by Sage. I think, did you say when we were watching this that they're pretending it's a group number, but it's not?
Yeah,
This is, to me, way less of a crime in that than, like, Brand New Day was. Because Brand New Day, they were all mouthing. You had multiple, like, main characters pretending to sing, but you can only hear Demi Lovato. This one, she's the only one that you see that's supposed to be singing.
Except for there are parts where her brother sings. Like,
Like, he sings in the bridge, and that's it. And that's it's so weird to me that Desi hops into the bridge for like 2 lines, and then it's just a stage
Yeah, I thought you
song.
were mad.
What?
Desi, I thought you were mad. Why are you singing?
Oh yeah, he's like, I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna shine. Like,
Maybe that was like because that was like the kind of like sassy part. He was like,
mm,
is this where we should talk about the overall musical differences between the films?
maybe. Okay, but first I want to say I like this song. I like this number. This to me feels the most like Camp Rock of like the new songs. And it actually got me excited for the movie. I'm like, okay, we're here. We have like this new girl. Like they're going around camp, and I think the dancing is really fun. And because it's giving like Brand New Day,
Yeah.
basically. I'm like, this feels like a fresh, modern take on Camp Rock, and I'm excited where it's going to go. And then it's like all downhill from here. This is, I think, the best number of the movie, and this is the one that they released beforehand.
I will say I felt similarly. I was like, yes, this feels like, oh my god, we're just going right back to Camp Rock, except it's a bunch of Gen Alpha kids.
Yeah, but like that's kind of what you want for a reboot.
Yeah,
It's like it's
exactly.
modern Camp Rock, and that's what it felt like to me.
My issues with this,
Mhm.
and it's weird to call it an issue
Mhm.
because I think the song at a base level is fine. It's good. Uh, I never even really liked Camp Rock's music. I've said that on the past multiple times. I
Yeah.
think its music as a whole is overrated. Uh, this song and the rest of the songs in here is very modernized. And I'm really debating among myself if that's a good thing or not.
Yeah.
Camp Rock, for all of the faults I have its music, very much the songs musically sounded like it fit the franchise
Yeah.
and fit the theme of being a bit more stripped back, a bit more like focus on the musicality, the instrumental, a bit more raw. This is very much the whole time, other than a couple Fletch songs, I would say, much more raw, much more auto-tuned, much more like danced up, produced, much poppier.
Yeah, I
Not
agree.
nearly as
Yeah.
rock,
You could
even if the
Yeah,
first one's
but
not
this
as
is
much.
the one that's the most rock out of the
Yeah.
songs. Not that it is rock, but
But it still
it
is
leans the most there.
incredibly
Yeah,
like pop
it is.
heavy, the Jack Antonoff inspired.
To me, it was rock enough because especially like Camp Rock 2 leans into pop more than the
Mhm.
first movie
The future
did.
camp.
Exactly.
I was about to say, is
It-
Camp Rock like
This,
my
yeah,
star?
that's the thing. This sounds more like a Camp Star. The whole movie sounds more like a Camp Star thing
Yeah.
than a Camp Rock. And if we're listening to the more of Camp Rock, that's supposed to be bad.
Yeah, and they still like call
Yeah.
themselves rock stars, and I'm like, you guys are pop stars.
No
Like,
one in this movie is doing rock music.
no.
There's a lot of other genres being touched,
Which is fun to explore different genres, but like,
and I'm fine. Yeah, and it's like I'm not necessarily saying that's a bad thing, but it's definitely
mhm.
doesn't feel in place for the franchise to me.
Um, okay, yeah, so that was What We Did One Time. I'm gonna own it. This is the one that's been in my head too.
Also, yeah, you wrote down that there was great spots for dancing.
I did, right? There's some great spots
That's the
for
meme that's
dancing.
only an us meme.
Yeah.
They didn't reference that in this movie.
I wish they did. No, because nobody talks about that meme.
But
It's not even a
we
meme.
reference it all the time.
It's the fact that she looks at Mitchie's notebook
Lyrics.
that's just lyrics, and she goes, "Wow, looks like there's some great spots for dancing."
Yeah.
Is crazy. This is also in the song "Fletch Rolls Up in a Cop Car."
Yeah.
So,
Oh, when I saw that, I literally said, that's main character energy.
yeah, hell yeah. And I wrote the spot where the guy like jumps through the window into the bill. I love that part. The cinematography is incredible, and like the choreography is so fun in this. I really liked it.
Fun. I love the window.
Yeah, the window jump was really cool. Yeah, okay. So the song ends with Sage bumping into Fletch, and they're like instantly like the vibe is there, you know, they're like smitten with each other.
Me like
Oh my god, I'm gonna fall for a bad boy.
Oh my god.
fair.
And Connie's like, "You're Fletch Robinson? Well, you know how to make an entrance." And then he leaves with Connie.
Kind of a rude thing for her to say when she knows the situation.
No, like she's trying to make like a little joke of like, "Oh, you made an entrance because it's in a cop car," but she knows that he's not a criminal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everyone's like kind of pointing at him like, "Oh, it's him." Like, "Oh, he came in a cop car. Crazy." And Connie shows him to his bunk, and it's mostly like younger boys there. They look like 10.
He's
They say because he's late.
Yeah. He was like a late registration. They didn't have room in the older kid bunk.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And but Cliff is
Well,
also
Cliff
there.
is in there.
And it's just because he's a loser with no friends.
Yeah, but are the 5 main characters implied to be the same age?
I
Or
would-
at least close?
I would
think
believe
close.
Cliff is like a
A
little bit
year
younger.
younger.
And like Rosie too. I feel like they're the same
Yeah,
age.
Cliff and Rosie are younger, and then I think the others are like a year older.
Yeah, but
Or
only
2.
like a year. But it just makes a difference when you're a teenager,
Yeah.
like a year or
It's a lot
so.
of life experience in a year when you're
Yeah,
young.
and growing, like
Yeah.
physically growing.
Mhm.
Okay, so they ask Fletch if he came from jail, and Cliff drums a little song about him. I don't know, and he throws a stick, and he says, "I'm Cliff," and Fletch picks up the stick, and the kids are like, "Ah!" Like he's gonna beat me with a stick. And he goes, "Relax. If I wanted to hurt you, I'd wait until lights out." Oh, so
Dun, dun, dun.
he's giving bad boy.
Big
So then-
reputation.
So then Rosie is like cleaning her cello and going, "One shot, I'm gonna own it." Like she's singing the song.
Yeah, which they were all just singing.
I wonder if it's canonically a Michi Torres song.
That would make enough sense.
Oh, okay.
That would be fun. Sage walks in and hears her, and she goes, "Yes, sing it, girl." And she's like, "Oh no, I wasn't singing," and like it sounded like singing to me. And she's like, "No, no, no, I only play the cello. I'm like classically trained. I'm not competing." And Sage is like, "Come on, like, I mean, I fully plan on winning this thing, but like, I want real competition." And Rosie goes, "Me singing? No, I couldn't possibly. It's so front and center, and I'm like the support in the back with the cello. To be the flame front and center, I could never." And Sage is like, "Here, even the candlesticks sing."
Okay.
It's like a metaphor that they're doing. So this is Rosie's thing where she's like, she's telling us that she isn't front and center because she plays the cello, and then she's like, "Actually, I will do it."
Like immediate
Immediately, she's like, "You know what?
180.
I am gonna do."
There's no the character development is just told.
Yeah, they tell it to us.
Again, we
guess
never
she thought-
actually see Rosie other than her cleaning her cello and liking her cello,
Yeah,
not wanting to be the star.
and telling us one time that she's in the background, but then immediately is like, "You know what? No, I'm not." Like we don't get to see her slowly grow confident in the movie. She's just
Nothing
like,
about this movie slow.
she's just like,
Or
"No, I'm
show."
confident."
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. There's kids walking by doing a little chant like, "We're the kids of Camp Rock."
Yeah, I
Which actually
love
comes back
that.
later.
It does come back. And I'm glad they still have little kids here because that was the thing they
Junior
did.
rockers.
Yeah, that's something they did in Camp Rock too.
Yeah, I loved that little kid rap. I was
Yeah.
like, this is so cute.
It's really fun. Fletch finds Cliff struggling to get his sticks because some guys put it on the roof, like to bully him. So Fletch just kind of hits the wall and it.
They fall.
Yeah, it was actually really easy.
Cliff drums. He goes like bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat,
I thought
bounce to the beat.
I love Cliff.
Cliff is fun. He says, "I'm gonna use this song, like this beat, to write a song, and then I'm gonna win and tour." And Fletch goes, "Good luck with that, buddy." And he's like, "Buddy? So we're friends?"
Oh my god.
And they're walking, and he goes, "You know, Rosie, the goddess with the cello.
The goddess.
She said."
I do love the occasional Cliff line here where he just says something like, "Yeah, a kid would say that."
The goddess with
The
the
goddess
cello.
with the cello.
And, like,
yeah,
we
a 12-year-old would say that.
We haven't seen them interact though, so this is them just saying like
He's
he
just
noticed
pining
her.
from a distance.
Yeah, he's pining for distance right now. Just
No.
letting
At
us
this
know.
point, they off screen has had a talk because he says for safety she avoids all cliffs.
Yeah, which I think just means that she likes me.
Because I think I have to admit she has to have said at some point when he was like, "Hey, I'm Cliff. You want to get down or something?"
And she's like,
for safety
avoid.
reasons, I avoid all cliffs.
I wish they showed us that.
That would have been way
Yeah.
funnier. But honestly, that's just like a throwaway line. I kind of like it. That builds the world a bit more.
That like they've interacted, we just haven't seen it. I guess
I feel like
That's a funny as fuck line for her to have.
it is
Like,
though. It would have been funny.
I think it's a great throwaway line if it was a better movie overall.
Yeah.
Where you're getting scenes like that in the world.
Yeah,
But since we don't have scenes like that it desperately needs more real scenes like that,
Yeah.
not implied scenes.
Yeah. So then Rosie goes to Connie's office and is like, "I want to revise my workshop reservation," because now she's just confident and she wants to take. Yeah, she
Did
wants to
you
take
write down
songwriting.
what the classes she had? there?
Songwriting and center stage class.
Well, one of them was a 101.
It was like center stage 101.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And she's like, whoa, those are pretty bold. You go, girl. Consider it revised. And I wrote, please let this be a Rosie villain arc. I want it to be a Rosie villain arc so bad, and it wasn't. And I'm so disappointed.
Rosie villain arc would have done a lot for this movie. The entire movie, she has this extra vibe. There's a moment later on, like going deeper into this. She's talking about how she doesn't want to play cello in the background, and at the end of the
Yes.
movie, she's playing cello in the background.
It's crazy. And
And I
her
feel
song
like
is giving villain arc at the end, and I wish that's what they went. Because her, like, Sage saying, like, you should do it. You should be front and center. How great would it have been if then she turns into a villain?
just like overconfident,
Yeah.
over
Like,
just
giving
turning
Mean
into
Girls.
Tess, you know.
Yeah, or Tess. Like, Mean Girls kind of arc of, like, I'm the shy girl, but it's like, no, now I'm the head bitch.
And like she can still find a way to balance her new confidence and like
yeah.
self
Yeah.
like importance with actual like nuance would be way more interesting than just saying, oh, now she's confident now. That's it.
Yeah.
One person had to say one thing.
One shot. Okay, so we see Sage and Callie in the cafeteria, and they still have the trombone drink dispensers, which I was so excited to see because that was something we talked about in the first
one.
episode.
Yeah.
We were like, look how fun that was.
Oh, gosh. I bet that's like the staple for people who go to Camp Rock. They're like, oh, God.
The fruit punch.
But and
the
this
trombone.
time they didn't have to have Sage tell us, oh my god, they still have the trombone drinks.
That's what I like, and that's something that just was in the camp in the background that like you can show now. Like I love that instead of shoving the references down our throats. Like
I mean, I would have loved to say Connie be like, well, tonight's a theme night, so it's gonna be super popping in the cafeteria, but
remember how they had like bonfire jam, pajama jam,
Yeah.
like we're all the jam sessions.
now there's only final jam.
Well, it's not a 6-week.
Yeah.
That's
They only
so
have
true.
time for final jam.
That's so true. It's only final jam.
Just like this movie, it's like they cut all the corners, they cut all the edges, and they cut all the fun.
They cut all the jam in the peanut butter and jam sandwich.
And now it's just peanut butter. And let me tell you, it doesn't go down easy. It gets stuck in your throat.
It does.
I think we just finished the podcast. That's the most concise point we've made. We're not good at this.
We're so good.
101 episodes in.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's go.
How many episodes have I been on? Like 4, 5, 6?
You've been on a lot.
Yeah.
You did Tangled. I think that was your first one.
Yeah.
You did both Camp Rocks. You did both Descendants so far.
So this is your 6.
I think you did Wizards, or did you not?
I did Wizards.
Right? I don't remember.
Wizards was just us.
I know you
Remember.
liked Wizards, but maybe you did. Maybe you opted out of that one.
I feel like I remember talking about it.
Wizards? I don't remember.
Maybe not. Oh, man.
We definitely
This
talked
is,
about it.
it's funny because this is like objectively knowable knowledge that we could look up and find right now.
I
But
know.
we're not going to.
You're also probably cutting this conversation in.
So you've done like 5 or 6. No, I'll keep it.
Yeah.
All right. Sage is very excited for the competition. And she's like, I can't believe you're not competing, Callie. And Callie's like, I can carry a tune, but dance is my real voice. I'm a dancer. And Sage is like they're sitting down with food. They actually have food, but then she's like, oh my gosh, the practice rooms are open. Bye. And she doesn't eat her food.
Yeah.
I think this is also where Callie says that she's got the job as like the assistant.
Does
to
she
her.
mention it?
I
I thought it
believe
just
so.
happened without explanation.
No, I'm pretty confident she said here, like, besides, I was able to find this position. And I wish either they leaned more into it. First off, Callie as a character is, because she's not performing or anything,
Mhm.
so unimportant to the plot. I don't mind that she's here if
Right.
it fills everything out. I just wish they would have maybe done something more interesting by like having her talk about all the stress of producing all of this competition, producing everything, talking
Yeah.
about music production, tour production. Would have been an interesting way to expand upon being a musician in the music industry, like the first one was,
Yeah.
where you talk about stuff other than just performance.
Right. Where like Caitlyn was a producer, even though she
Yeah.
later was a dancer.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like that's something that was a missed opportunity here,
Hmm.
especially when her character, as it stands, is so non-essential.
Yeah. She was there to be Sage's friend when Rosie couldn't really be because she was her competition. Even though they were kind of friends,
Yeah.
they're like
Yeah.
bunkmates. But like the arc for the 5 is that they hate each other. That they
I do like they set up all of these interesting bonds between the 5 main
Yeah.
characters here, or everyone's connected in a slight way. They've had these
yeah.
interactions prior to becoming the five,
Yeah.
which would be interesting if they wanted to explore it more, but they don't.
Except like Rosie Fletch don't really have connections, which is sad. But like everyone else connected
Yeah.
somehow. They give Rosie more stuff to do, please. Come on.
Such a good character.
I like her. I do. She reminds me a little bit of like Mo from Lemonade Mouth, and it's probably just like the
Yeah.
classical trained into like confident
Into rock
character.
star.
Yeah. But
She's so
I
gone.
like her. She's so gone. She's not in this movie. Okay.
Speaking of not actually really in this movie,
So Maddie is practicing with her two backups in the practice room. Danielle and Daniel. And Sage walks in and she's like, "Hey, there's a 30-minute limit on the practice room." And she goes, "Oh, don't worry about it, girl. But here's the thing is that he's next and then she's next." So
actually, like, this room's booked for another hour beyond this.
yeah. Which
And
I'm
you know
like,
what? Fucking valid.
I'm like, if it truly is like it goes by person and not group, then like they found a loophole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good on
Sorry.
them.
Yeah, good on them. I'm like,
yeah.
find the loophole,
This is
girl.
the one time in the film Maddie's smart.
Yeah,
As
she's
being
so
the
dumb the
mean
rest.
girl, it's actually hilarious how terrible her plans are
She's
from top
so
to bottom.
stupid. She's so stupid. Tess like actually executed her plan well,
Mhm.
and Madison's just stupid, which is it is kind of funny how
It's kinda
stupid she
funny.
is.
And she's billed as like a test replacement, a new test.
Yeah.
She's not.
She's not.
She's also so unimportant overall.
And like Tess had such the cool girl energy, and her mom was rich and famous and everything.
Maddie, no one even likes.
No one likes Maddie at all. Maddie's like an influencer, but everyone's like, she sucks.
They're just making fun of the TikTokers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Maddie goes, "I love your whole vibe. It's giving effort." And Sage just kind of smiles. It was good. I like that. This is the one good Maddie scene.
Mhm.
Like, okay, passive aggressive.
It was so
It's
good.
good.
It was good. Okay, so then Desi's playing in another practice room, so Sage comes in and she's like, "Hey, can I use this room? The others are full." And he goes, "Hi, Sage. I'm doing well. How are you?" And she's like, "Please?" And he says, "No." And she says, "Come on. I actually want to rehearse. Like, you're just messing around," which is rude.
Yeah, I literally wrote, "Girl, that was so rude."
Because, like, he got this practice room. He is doing music.
And also, like, yeah, just because the band isn't together anymore doesn't mean he's not, like, a real musician.
Yeah. And he goes, "How do you know I'm not competing?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "Because every time I said, let's do Battle of the Bands, you said I'm a sellout with no soul." And he's like, "Yeah, that sounds like me."
I really like.
I love
That's
that.
its vibe. I wish they would have explored it more because it's really good for a while. The sibling dynamic is good up until they like fix their issues with basically no consequence.
Mhm.
And like it's just a snap and it's fixed relationship. I felt like that was way too easy and unearned. But that's beside the point. Like they would get back together at some point anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, Desi's whole thing is like a spurned brother who really cares more about the art of everything.
He doesn't want to be a sellout.
He doesn't want to be a sellout. Way more interesting, and he's way more complex and like different character than you see in a lot of DCOMs. And I think that's why it felt really refreshing.
Yes.
When we actually got to see his character be his character.
Yeah. I do like Desi.
Okay.
Sage goes, "All right, I'm pulling the big sister card. Get out now."
That's
Fuck
not how it
you.
works.
As this younger sibling, fuck you. That's not how it works.
This is the real world, and you have to live by the real rules.
Yeah. Also, what is their age difference?
I think 2.
I
was
thought
gonna
in the
say
beginning.
1.
I thought in the beginning they were step siblings, but now I don't think they are.
I don't think they are.
They never say anything about. They could be, because they could be like if they were step siblings, they could be closer in age.
I still believe like 1.
They're like
Yeah,
Irish
a year.
twins, maybe.
I'm just like 1 year
Just
is
1
not
year.
that crazy.
That's basically Irish twins.
Yeah.
So, because you get pregnant like a couple months later after having a baby, if they're like a year apart, basically. But yeah, you know what? My sister and I are like under 2 years apart, so I could believe it. I guess that puts Desi a little in the younger age range a little bit too. But
Yeah.
he's the tallest one, so it's hard to picture that.
Like he's like 15 and she's like 17 or something.
I would have said the younger.
Really? 14?
If I would think Sage is like 15 or
Like
16.
the actors are all older, but I think they're all playing a little younger.
Like I would believe that Sage is like 16 and then he's like 15.
Yeah.
But like young 15. Like you just turned 15.
Okay.
I don't know. That's what my guess.
I don't know. I feel like 13-year-olds are kind of sassy like that.
He's so tall.
You're right.
Some 13-year-olds are tall.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay. She says, "You're still mad I left the band to go to music school."
They don't say
Anthem.
music school.
They say anthem, but you know it's a music school.
Yeah, that's Camp Star's school.
They turned into a
expanded. They're
school.
incredibly popular.
Yeah.
After winning the Battle of the Camps,
Mhm.
the money was rolling
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, totally.
And he was like, "Yeah, you left. It sucked." And she's like, "Nothing's going to stop me from winning this competition. Not even you. Enjoy the room." And then she leaves. Damn.
Yeah.
Come back in 20 minutes.
So now it is time for challenge number 1. And
We
they
get
put
a
it
graphic on screen saying,
big text on screen. Challenge number 1, cover Connect 3's biggest hit.
and this is where we get the classic audition song montage
Yes.
that all of these do. And you know what? For a trope, I love this trope. It's always fun.
It's always fun.
We love
Yeah.
I don't think this one's particularly good then, but
Yeah, that's
I think the song they pick is not the most exciting to see done.
yeah.
But also, this means this is Connect 3's biggest hit.
Play My
Play
Music.
My Music. The song that was in Camp Rock 1.
Yeah, that he wrote when he was reconnecting with his sound at Camp Rock. You know, that was the lore. And I think Callie is judging the competition with Lark, but we know she's the assistant now.
Mm-hmm.
So did she have input, do you think?
I think she doesn't have input, but she does, like, help if she needs anything.
Yeah, she like brings Lark coffee
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
whatever. Okay.
She has like the applications or whatever.
Yeah. So we get the little montage of like cutting between everyone singing Play My Music.
Yeah.
Very High School Musical, like Pitch Perfect did it,
Yeah.
all that. Cliff starts on drums.
Kid.
Oh yeah. And I need you now tonight. That one was good. That became a meme. But yeah, Cliff starts on drums. And he's fun. He's a good performer.
That's fun.
Rosie's on the cello.
I love him.
I love Triangle Girl.
It's just a girl playing the triangle aggressively while singing the song.
She's very off key. Hey, clap it, hips, shake. And she's just dinging on a triangle. She's like, "What instrument can I play? The triangle." But actually, the best one was the kazoo kid.
Oh yeah, the kazoo kid.
The kid who just did the whole song on kazoo.
And they said, you know what, you advance to the final round.
And then he
On
wins.
kazoo.
You don't even have to do challenge 2 and 3.
He wins Final Jam from his kazoo skills alone.
This is not Kelsey performing it. We're
No.
with the audio directly from
the movie. This is from the
copyright
movie.
strikes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Kazoo Kid.
Kazoo.
Saving. Okay.
Honestly, the person I think is the most robbed here, especially when we see she doesn't make it. This girl does like a Latin-inspired version,
Yes,
and
she's
it
so
actually
cute.
sounds really good.
She's so cute. She looks like she's like 9 years old, and she is so cute. And she does her little like salsa.
It actually like works. The composition on it really works for me. I don't
She
know.
did a really good job, and we see her later when they post the list crying, which means she did not make it to the next round. The crooner kid I also
fun.
liked. That was fun.
Like when you're asked to cover the biggest hit,
Yeah.
do something fun with it. But no, I guess they want it to sound like them.
Yeah.
Except they gave it Rosie. Rosie sounded worse than the Latin-inspired one.
Really?
In my opinion, the cello doesn't fit well with Play My Music.
Yeah, that's fair.
But she's plot important, so she advanced.
Yeah. Desi is playing like keyboard and Fletch is on the guitar. They sound good. Madison is singing and dancing because dancing is her
Her
big thing
lackeys.
with her lackey, and she does the Tess Too Cool shoulder move.
Oh my god.
And
Do you remember
Yeah.
that, everyone?
Implying she's Tess. Like
Yeah.
the Tess character.
They're like, remember the move from Camp Rock 1? Like, it's too much. They did it too much in this movie, I think. Too much nostalgia bait. And like you can tell too, they really did the memes because that's what kids
Would know.
would
them.
know. They
We
know
were
the
talking about this as well. Camp Rock's an old franchise. What do the kids know about
they
it?
know the memes.
And that's about
They
it.
know the little quotes, they know the little shoulder move. And maybe the songs. And like the songs are easy to put in. But yeah. Triangle Girl's still just my fave though. I love her because they bring her back and they show her. So afterwards, the list is posted of everyone moving on. You can see a bunch of kids just like crying because they didn't make it, which is sad. Um,
Oh, you cry.
everyone that matters made it. So, the characters that we know.
Every named character makes
Yeah.
it. And there's 50 people that make it, I believe.
Yeah. Sage pulls Desi aside and is like, "What are you doing here?" And he's like, "What do you think I'm networking?" And he's like, "You came in here in a hoodie, unprepared, and like this isn't a joke, whatever." And he's like, "Whatever."
And I know they're supposed to have, we didn't get to see it, but they're supposed to have, like, a pre-existing relationship that would explain this conversation, make it fine, so sure, whatever here.
Yeah.
But she's also being, like, so mean to him for, like, doing stuff at this camp.
Doing well.
That everybody is doing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like, girl, you're taking it probably the most serious and you need to calm down. Like, everyone else can just show up and do the audition if they want. Connie then runs the songwriting workshop, and there's a very special guest here, a Camp Rock alum, Calvin Rhodes, and
I thought this was gonna be Frankie Jonas. I was like so
yeah,
sure
like
it was gonna be Frankie.
Kelsey, when she watched this the first time, I was
I
up
was watching by
on a
myself.
different floor,
Yeah, I was watching in the basement.
and I heard Kelsey scream. And I
Not Frankie Jones.
said to myself, well, something happened that she wasn't expecting. I'm
Yeah.
like, it's got to be some cameo that was
Mhm.
completely unexpected. I thought it was going to be Tess coming out.
Yeah, you would think it's someone from Camp Rock,
Yeah.
or like maybe Alison Stoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine Alison Stoner actually coming back to this role.
But she's been doing like little dances of like and stuff and kind of promoting it, but like she's not involved in Camp Rock 3.
There was some stuff where I'm like, I could believe all this happening here, but instead it's just the most unneeded cameo.
But I was so excited. It was Milo Manheim.
Yeah, it really like threw me for a loop. It's like,
What is he doing here? But I'm so happy to see him. Like,
My guess is just he was available for filming in a day. They were like, come do this.
yeah, he is like tight with Malachi Barton.
And they're going to, he's the new Flynn Rider, so they're like, hey, we got to keep him in the public eye.
Yeah. It's just crazy. I had no hint or whisper of this being a thing. Like, I was just typing away my notes, like, okay, Camp Rock alum, whatever, special guest.
They kept this completely hidden.
Yeah, completely hidden. Milo Manheim is in this movie for this, like, for like 2 scenes. It's crazy. Sage is excited. She's like, oh my gosh, his last album changed my life. Like, we know nothing about this guy other than he's a Camp Rock alum.
Oh my god, that's the guy from Zombies.
That would be funny.
Well, I would love if, it was just Milo Manheim playing himself.
Yeah.
That would have been way funnier to me.
It's like, I starred in a Disney Channel movie and I went to Camp Rock. like
Camp
Disney
Rock gave
Channel
me my
exists.
first break, and now I'm going to be the new Flynn Rider.
So,
I would have loved to just fucking lean into it.
I'm going to be in the new live action Tangled.
Only in theaters, 2027.
Is it next?
8? It might be
28. Because they're like filming it right now, aren't they?
No, I think they're done filming.
Oh, did they?
I might be 27.
Yeah, 27.
That's crazy.
I don't want to know.
All right. Yeah, I can look it up.
Yeah, they just released like footage from it yesterday.
That's true at DE23.
Oh, okay. I was just looking through a post about all the announcements, but I didn't get far enough into it because I'm starting this podcast.
Yeah. It's releasing in March 2028.
Yeah, but March, so early.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Like a year and a half. A little more than that. Yeah. Okay. So he has them. This is songwriting class, and he's like, talk to each other, interview each other. I don't think he
He
knows what
says
he's
like
doing.
you gotta know someone to be able to write a lyric. You
Like
gotta find that human experience.
this has nothing to do with actually writing lyrics,
No.
actually, because then he's not like now write a little song about it. Like he doesn't do that. Well, probably because something else happens, but whatever. We'll talk about it. He's like ask weird questions to each other, like pair up, turn around, whatever. And Sage turns around, and it's Fletch. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey. And so they're smitten again. Okay. We cut away. We don't get to see them ask questions. We cut away to Callie practicing dancing in the woods. And Desi comes up and she's like, hey, Desi, no songwriting for you. And he's like, nope, not for me. And she's like, you want to help me with this dance? And he says, I don't dance.
I know you can.
Not a chance. But if you want to open for Connect 3, you got to dance. And he's like, nah. And she's like, fine, but if you change your mind, you know where to find me. And it's like kind of
If
free.
you open for Connect 3, do you have to dance? Connect 3
They don't-
canonically don't dance.
They don't dance. Maybe that's why they need to dance so that the audience doesn't.
Opener needs to like
I'm trying to think openers that I've seen don't typically dance from what
No.
concerts I've been to.
Same. Anyway, back to songwriting class. Daniel interviewed Rosie and shares her answers. He says her favorite color is off-white, but not beige. Her superpower is remembering every wrong note she's ever played, and her favorite pet is her metronome.
Girly pop only like thinks about one thing.
Yeah.
Her cello.
I do like favorite color being off white.
But not beige.
Yeah.
That's a good personality quirk.
That's so like chic of her.
These are very like simple levels, but she gave good answers to them to be
Yeah.
able to like make a personality out of it.
That with the joke from earlier about like she makes the habit of staying away from all cliffs is like she's such a funny character, but we don't see her.
We don't
She again, this is a very tell don't show
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, which is disappointing. Okay, then Fletch is up because he's like trying not to make eye contact with Milo Manheim. So,
Mhm.
but he's like, "Hey, you're up," and so he's like, "Okay, this is Sage Scott." Her nose kind of crinkles when she laughs, and
Which is so fucking cute. that
I
you
know.
noticed.
and she kind of sings when she talks, and she bites her cuticles and tries to make a joke when she doesn't want to talk about
Notably,
something.
all the stuff he says, nothing about the answers she was
No,
giving in
it
these
was
questions.
observations he was making about her.
And that's why Milo Manheim, I mean Calvin Rhodes, is like, oh my god, you're incredible at this.
He's such a like.
You're a
I would fall in love with him. Like, you notice all these things about me. Oh my gosh. He's like,
You're the bad boy in the cop car.
he's like, hey, I've been messing with the melody for a while. I never had the lyrics that felt right, but I think I do now. May I? And Milo Manheim's like, please do.
Just got it.
And he just plays a whole ass song.
Like suddenly the guitar is out. I don't know where it came from.
He just had it with him, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean, it is songwriting class. You would think
I mean, yeah.
to bring your guitar. And yeah, are we not gonna be writing songs in the song or getting like tangible advice about like lyrics or like structuring a song?
Mhm.
Like that's what it should have been, but instead he's like, talk to your neighbor.
Write some lyrics.
Would he have been like, now write a little song about your neighbor? I don't know. But Fletch just volunteers to do a song. And then he just performs a whole ass song that apparently he didn't have lyrics for before, but now he has a complete structure of
But you
a
wrote the
song.
whole melody before.
Yeah, and
That's
now
crazy.
it's so lemonade mouth to be like, I had the lyrics and now I just put it with the melody. But now he's like, I had the melody, now I just throw in lyrics I came up with on the top of my head.
Actually,
Yeah.
it's really hard to do.
It's hard to do
I
that.
think Fletch is the least interesting of the artists. And it's annoying because he's like kind of supposed to be the most earnest guy, and that's kind of what I was striving for this whole movie. I think it's just all of his performances are still decently poppy.
Yeah, so he sings this song called Tomorrow, which we were trying to figure out the vibe it gives. It's kind of Jason
I was also
Mrazzi.
gonna say like James Arthur was one I was thinking
Okay,
after.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
good. Yeah, because it's like a little folky as well, because he's playing guitar.
It's like folk inspired, but still pop
Yeah,
ish.
pop heavy.
Pop folk.
Yeah,
Down. Sounds like a song I would sing.
yeah. It's like maybe tomorrow.
I feel like they were trying to get Noah Khan, which would be perfect for his character, but it doesn't sound like it at all.
It's not Noah
You know?
Khan though.
It's just like twisted too much where
Yeah.
It's too leaned into the pop and not enough into the folk.
So were they trying to make him country, but not really? Like, cause his
Yeah.
hat and it kind of gave that vibe, but not really.
I think it would have been better if he was country.
I wanted their genres to be a little more distinct from each other. And we'll talk about it for Final Jam, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. And Milo Manheim says that is how you write a song.
That is Troy Bolton.
He does not he does not know how to run this class.
No, he's like, I don't know why I'm here.
He was like, thank God a kid just came up and sang a really good song that he wrote.
I'm so good at this.
I'm really good
at giving advice.
It's like he came in for one day at the camp and is just like teaching every class.
Well, I mean, Shane Gray came in and was like, grab a mic and a hat and just kind of dance. Yeah. All right, that night, Sage is like mildly in love with him, but she's like, oh my God, but not for real. Like, for sure not. I'm definitely not going to be in love with him.
I'm not going to throw it all away.
Yeah, she's talking to Callie. And Callie's like, damn, I just asked how it went. But okay. Also, I heard he's like banned from different places. Like, there's rumors going around about.
You show up in a cop car.
Yeah. Sage's like, whatever. He's my competition, so I can never. But he said your nose crinkles. Like, they're freaking out about that.
Really cute.
It was really cute.
I was like, dang.
And they're like, come on, let's go to the bonfire. And she's like, no, I'm going to rehearse. But also, like, I practice all the time, and Desi says I'm too polished, so every day I'm going to give 20 minutes to be carefree.
Scheduling time to be free is very accurate.
Very type A of you.
This is the kind of show, not tell stuff that I wish they did more of.
Even though it is literally tell, but like it's not saying, oh, I'm scheduling carefree, like,
It's like, see, this is a way to show that I'm truly not,
yeah.
like, I truly do want control of my life. Like, no, it's like showing her personality by saying stuff like that. Callie's like, when I dance, I need to be real. So, like, you could do the same with your singing. And it's like, okay, fine, I'll go to the bonfire and meet you there. We do not see them at the bonfire.
Yeah.
We see other people at the bonfire. Bonfire jam?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Bonfire jam.
The bonfire.
If they said the word jam there, this movie would have raised a point.
The bonfire in the first movie was too cool. And it was like on stage, remember?
Yeah.
And they just pretended it was a bonfire.
And then their bonfire jam for the second one was fire.
Was fire at Camp Star.
Like, bonfire jam's a pretty integral part of the Camp Rock franchise.
And in this movie, they just sit at an actual bonfire.
Yeah.
What the heck? Okay, but before they go to the bonfire, Sage finds a creaky floorboard and lifts it up. Nobody's ever found this, by the way. And it's Mitchie's old songbook.
In
which,
like 10 years or whatever.
It's so stupid how little they do with this. It's just like they wanted to give her the book. To be like, remember?
If this was a plot of her stealing Mitchie's words, way more interesting.
She's like, I have to win. I have to use her.
That would have been so much more fascinating.
Made the ending more impactful when she did sing her original song.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, no, this one I wrote and not Mitchie. Like, that would have been so much better. And then Mitchie would have been there like, yeah.
I didn't have the guts to make a morally ambiguous protagonist.
No, not at all.
All 5 of the characters are squeaky clean, and I feel like literally making any of them like a little dark side.
Like Mitchie.
Yeah.
Mitchie was a liar.
Mitchie was a liar. Way more interesting of a character.
Yeah.
Whereas the 5 here, they hint towards some of them, like, potentially doing some negative stuff. We keep talking about how we think Rosie feels like she's gonna have a villain arc.
Yeah.
We keep talking, we're saying right now about Sage, would be way more interesting if she actually at least considers stealing Mitchie's, like, work.
Yeah, her song.
Fletch, is gonna get revealed shortly that he's not, like, a bad boy at all.
No, he actually has a heart of gold.
And, like, I would be fine if he had a heart of gold, but he still was, like, getting in trouble for stuff.
Yeah.
There's so much more intrigue to that type of character than what they do.
No. Is it crazy to say this movie could have used another half hour?
No, you're right.
Agree.
It's too fast and paced. The characters needed to be expanded more.
Yeah.
And, like, we didn't need more music in it, even.
Yeah.
The number of songs is fine.
Yeah.
They would have to be spread out.
They shoehorn in the old songs, though, in the background, and I'm annoyed by that. But other than that, like, the performances is fine. Like, that pace is totally fine for this movie.
Yeah, I agree. I think they needed to build upon these characters more and also give them more dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like they added the avenues and pieces to do so.
Mm-hmm.
And then some, like, executive said, hey, the people are going to be watching this on their phone. You need to tell, not show. and you need to remove all these moral ambiguities from these characters.
It's annoying.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah. But the other thing I want to point out that scene, I think it's so funny that she blows the dust off of it. Like,
Yeah.
it is like pretty realistic that there would be dust. I understand that, but like,
So much dirt.
it just makes me feel so fucking old. Like, yeah, you old fuck.
It's there for the
But
trailer shot.
You're a 27-year-old watching this movie from
Yeah.
like rebooting your childhood. Here's all the dust.
It is kind of fun. We're living in the era where it's our childhoods that people are getting nostalgia for. We're
That
the
is fun.
nostalgia generation right now. We only got to experience that for like 5 more years, so be happy about it for now.
Fair, yeah.
Yeah, this is our era.
Yeah.
And they're like bringing back so much retro stuff and like even Target of like old Disney Channel stuff. I've seen like High School Musical,
Yep.
Lizzie McGuire. Like they are
Lizzie McGuire.
they are nostalgia baiting us right now
We are the nostalgia bait targets right now.
Because it makes us happy.
because it makes us happy.
And then again, it's gonna be for nostalgia bait for stuff that was before us in like 5 years. Or sorry, after us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now it's like you can't nostalgia bait Descendants. You're still running Descendants.
Yeah.
So good luck, Disney.
Go find one.
But, yeah.
It's Disney.
Okay, at the bonfire, Cliff says hi to Rosie. So this is like the first interaction we get to see between these two, even though we know they've interacted before. Rosie's like, I've been thinking of doing something. Someone no one expects of me. It scares me in a good way. And this whole conversation is her again just being like, I'm afraid to take the spotlight. And Cliff's like, here's a metaphor to help you. And that's like, we've already kind of done
Like,
this.
okay.
Yeah. Well, I do like he goes, or is it murdering someone?
Yeah, and she goes, no.
And you're like, hey, you're fine.
Yeah, as long as it's not murder, you're good. I do like Cliff. He's funny. He's like, seriously, if it's real, and if it's the real you, then it'll be amazing. And he talks about moths as a metaphor and how like why hide when you have wings
Yeah.
or something like that. She says, thanks, Cliff. He says, anytime. Just checking. You're still not in love with me, right? Like it was really cute. But again, it's just Rosie telling us like, I don't know, should I be in the spotlight? I guess I will. No one expects me to. It's like no one knows you here, girl.
Yeah, literally.
Maybe they would expect it from you. Because that's how Camp Rock is. That's the vibe here. Everyone's super famous at Camp Rock.
Speaking of super famous, we haven't checked in with the Jonas Brothers in a while. What is going on with them?
What's going on with them? I know, this was like a part in the movie where you're like, I thought the Jonas Brothers would be in this more. I'm like, just wait, they'll call them. Just to be like, we're still here. This is basically the exact amount I expected them to be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
I kind of thought there would be a little more in it. Thought they were selling out a bit more.
like maybe they would run the competition and
Yeah.
they're not.
I thought they
Like
would
they did the
collectively
judges
be
again.
Lark's role a bit
Like in the
more.
first movie.
They're the judges in Final Jam again. Remember the first movie how like Nick and Kevin just kept leaving and coming back?
Yeah.
That was weird. But it's because they had to rewrite the movie to
Because
shoehorn it.
when Joe got cast, they wrote in the brothers as
Yeah.
a piece of it.
And we still don't know if they're brothers yet, but we're gonna get the only nugget more of information in this scene. So Lark calls Shane, asks how it's going. She says, please tell me you're bursting with brotherly love. This is the only mention of their relationship at all. And it's not even really a mention of are they brothers. Once again, it's the same shit we got from from Camp Rock 2 of it was when
They call them brothers.
Shane was like, the reason I'm here, my brothers are here. And it's like, okay, are they your actual brothers? Or are you just saying that? Are you actually brotherly love? Or are you just saying brotherly love because it's like, those are my bros?
Basically, first off, babe, where do you stand on this? Do you think they're brothers or not? And I think it's a pure, very reasonable either way.
Yeah, I think they're meant. This is so hard. I'm like thinking about the first movie.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I'll say this. Here are the pieces of evidence that I have in my brain for
Yeah.
each side. For them not being brothers, Nick Jonas in the first one says this is where Connect 3
No, Kevin Jonas says it.
This is where Connect 3 connected.
Yeah.
Yes.
Weird thing to say if you are literally siblings.
Yeah.
Well, I can see like that you were all doing like shared activities.
But this is where they
That's-
connected musically.
Yeah.
Is how you
yeah.
could interpret that.
Number,
Yeah, I'm saying doing
Yeah.
like shared activities.
Number
so they're all
two,
like,
Mhm.
they never say the last names of the other characters other
Yeah.
than Shane
No,
Gray.
they say like Shane Gray and then Nate and Jason, and they don't specify if they're Jason Gray,
Look on
Nate
the
Shane.
wiki.
Okay, well,
But-
I have stuff
yeah.
to say after we talk about this.
Number 3, the third point from this movie, there's the baby. We've got Lennon McCartney right there, and they always just refer to him as your kid.
Yeah.
And it feels like if they wanted to imply they're brothers, you could easily say,
My
like,
niece.
my niece,
It's
yeah.
that girl. Yeah,
Or
my
your
niece.
uncle.
I'm your uncle. That's my
Uncle-
niece.
Uncle Shane is mad at me.
Yeah, they don't do anything like that at all.
Yeah.
But I could see it if they are brothers being like, why'd you name your kid that? Especially when it's like a fresh baby.
It makes sense as like
Like,
a statement.
I could look at my sister and be like, why'd you name your kid that? Like, that wouldn't be
Yeah.
that weird.
For the side of them being brothers, number 1, they're brothers in real life and look alike.
Yeah.
Number 2,
Shane says, I brought my brothers here.
yeah.
To
Number 3, we got this brotherly love comment.
And that's like
it. But I still think the Connect 3, this is where we connected,
yeah.
feels so weird. Like, you could say, like, that's where we, like, emotionally got each other.
I feel like the intention of the first movie was them not to be brothers. Like, that's what they were going for in the first movie. And then they kind of backtracked a little bit.
They're like, everyone just assumes they're brothers because it's the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
So we're just going to say they're brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I was going to say something. Now I don't.
Oh, sorry.
Do you think they're brothers or not? Gut vibe.
I think they're meant to be brothers. You didn't see your. Did you see your reasons for them not being brothers?
The Connect 3 connected is the biggest one.
Okay.
And then just nothing explicitly pointing towards them being brothers.
Yeah. And again, I think, like, in this movie, the best evidence is the kid is completely referred to as a separate entity. From
like, that's your daughter. And not like it doesn't feel like that's my niece vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and then like what they released, like she's a rocker too, or she can rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
if it feels a little too disconnected instead of like that's my family, that's my niece.
I see. I feel like I did always think of them as brothers, but you guys make really valid points.
Yeah.
It's so left up in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's like that Kevin Jonas interview where he explicitly says
no. Okay,
brothers.
so here's my outside evidence that I have. I have a couple things. So from like a couple years ago, I think Kevin Jonas was on like a podcast and they were doing like little quiz of him there with him. They were like, "What's your character name in Camp Rock?" And he says Jason, and the other girl goes, "Well, it's Jason Gray," and he goes, "No, they never specified that." And he's like, "I actually don't think that they're brothers. They never say it." And I'm like, "Yes, Kevin, thank you. I've been wondering about this." Okay, so that there's that. So Kevin himself said like
Kevin
they don't
says
specify.
They don't say it.
But now in Camp Rock 3, I just saw an interview that was on TikTok like 2 days ago. They were at like the premiere of Camp Rock 3, right? The Jonas Brothers. And they address if they're brothers or not. They were asked, like, are you guys brothers in the film? And Joe is saying, like, this is the first time in the movie that they actually did credit Nate and Jason as Nate Gray and Jason Gray.
Oh,
They
so
credited them.
confirmed it.
So what Joe is saying is, like, maybe they're brothers, maybe they're not. Our headcanon is that we're cousins in the movie.
I could believe cousins. It's a good mix.
Yeah.
I like that. I think that makes a lot of sense why they kind of look alike.
Yeah.
Why they might have connected somewhere else, but they were all sent to the same place.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. It was really funny,
It's
though.
a lot of the pieces
then-
of them being cousins.
And then, like, also the kid, you really named your kid. Like,
Yeah.
Why they might not know.
It's like, that's just your cousin.
Because that would be a second her cousin was removed at that point. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think cousins is it.
So it was just so funny to hear
They're
the
all the
Jonas.
same last name.
Yeah, it's funny to hear the Jonas Brothers be like, we don't really know either. Like,
They're the executive producers of the film.
Yeah.
They could just say it and it would be canon.
yeah, so they're saying like headcanon, they're cousins. That's kind of, they're like, that's what we decided is that we're cousins. So that's our answer from the Jonas Brothers.
And you know, that's a really good, well thought out answer.
Mhm.
I'm really glad we spent so much time on this.
We had to.
Especially because, like, this is not what the scene's about at all.
But I had to bring it up
We
here
had to
because
bring it up.
this is the only mention.
thing we wanted the most out of this movie.
Yeah, I've been saying it for months.
For years, honestly.
For years. Since we talked about Camp Rock 2, at least on this podcast, I was like, please tell me if they're brothers or not. I need to know.
And then they did.
So they didn't, but the Jonas Brothers said, I guess they're cousins. I was hoping they would answer it in the movie, but whatever.
It's fine.
It's fine. Literally, my next line of notes is it's fine.
It's fine.
Because she says, please tell me you're bursting with brotherly love, and my next line is like, it's fine. Like, we're fine.
I mean, they're still arguing.
Yeah.
They're all on FaceTime with her. It's a 4-way FaceTime.
I don't even know if it's FaceTime. I think it's just a phone call, but we're seeing the Jonas
Yeah.
Brothers. I don't know.
Kevin lost his
We're like
baby.
seeing
I think
their
that's
view.
later. Or is it right
I think
now?
that's right now.
I didn't write. I thought I wrote that down later that he lost his baby. Maybe not. Maybe it is now. I don't remember. But at one point, Kevin's like, "I lost my baby, Jason," and that was funny. I think that's later.
That might be later.
They asked like, "How's the competition?" And she's like, "Good. Tomorrow's the second challenge, all about performance, and it's going to narrow down to the final 5."
This challenge is so stupid.
It's going from 50 to 5.
Yeah, which is crazy. Fletch walks up to Desi playing guitar. And he's like, "Hey, that sounds good. Mind if I jump in?" Sure. So they play their guitars together. And it's pretty fun.
Mind if I camp and rock?
Mind if I jam with you?
Turn up music.
That's Lemonade Mouth.
I don't.
They can just magically play together, and it sounds amazing. Of course they can.
I literally wrote that I love this guitar duet. Like
It's really fun.
So cool.
I like how they
It's
don't
like
sing.
pianos, dueling guitars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how they don't sing, it's just
I
guitars.
love it.
Again, I like when this focused more on the instrumentality, the more full music industry rather than
Yeah.
just singing.
Yes. So they finish, and Desi says, "That right there is why I love music. True jam sesh, just messing around." And Fletch is like, "I like a jam sesh, but I'm not here to mess around." And he's like, "You sound just like Sage." And he goes, "I knew I liked her." And he goes, "Bro, dude, don't talk about my sister like that." And he turns around all angry. "You telling me what to do?" And he goes, "No, sir." And then they kind of laugh. So I'm like, was he not being seriously tough there? Was he like joking?
I
Like,
think it was joking.
telling me what to do?
Yeah, I think
It kind of felt joking. He's like, "I'm tough." Just kidding. I'm not. I'm
And
chill.
the movie needs more scenes like this.
Yeah.
It's really where it's missing a lot more of these just small character building pieces that
Greasy
build stuff out
things.
that aren't crazy plot relevant.
Yeah. Agree.
But instead, we get thrown right into another challenge.
Challenge 2, show your star power. Text on screen. It's a dance challenge. Callie is looking for Lark because she's the assistant, and she kind of smiles at Desi, like flirty. And then Lark shows up, and she announces that last night they lost some campers due to a smuggled phone. So just reminder, no phones, no leaks. The tour stays under wraps. Is that a reference?
Malachi?
Malachi. All right. Callie's gonna lead us through the competition, and Callie says, "Grab a mic and a hat. Follow me if you can." Because start the party.
She said the thing.
She said the thing. But then Larky's like, "No, don't grab a hat." And they don't grab a hat or a mic. Well, I guess they do grab mics, but not everyone. Because not everyone's a main character. Lark is judging star power here. And Madison's
This
like,
is the stupidest competition. They took the 50 people that sung well and said,
Yeah.
we're going to cut it down to 5, and it's basically dance till you drop.
Yup.
Yeah.
Or if you don't dance well, you're out.
Until you're eliminated.
Well, like, these are not the 5 best dancers here.
No, they're not. But whatever. Madison's like, "Finally, my expertise." And the song starts. It's Start the Party, sung by Allie.
Probably make
Oh, Callie. Yeah. Callie starts it, but also the others sing it. It's like an ensemble. Start the party. We like to sing all the songs from the first movie.
Yeah, at least this one wasn't a performance of the first one.
That's true. They just danced to it, but they had mics.
Yeah.
You know, they used it. Or, well, I guess it wasn't said that you had to use that song in the first one, but most people did use it to
Play my
audition.
music? Oh, it says you have to
Start the
cover.
party.
You have to cover. Oh, what?
Start the party.
What?
Like, they used that a lot. Like, in the first one, like, when everybody was like,
Oh, you're
looking for
right.
your girl.
Yes. They all sang it at
Yeah.
Shane Gray.
Yeah.
Because he was looking for that girl. God, the
Yeah.
plot was so much better in Camp.
It really was.
It was way more intriguing of a plot than this. Like, God. Okay. Even the second one, I don't know. Like, battling camps is way more interesting to me than this. How they executed this one. This one could have been good, but they executed it bad. Anyway, Lark starts taking people out as they perform. And there's like a little dance battle like between the siblings at one point, which I like, where they had like a crew behind them and they're
Yeah.
kind of dance battling. So I like Sage versus Desi. Lark is about to take out Desi, but Sage kind of blocks her. And this was hard. I didn't really catch this until the second time of how they quote unquote sabotage Maddie. Yeah, Maddie. when she gets in Lark's way to stop her from taking out Desi, she kind of hits Maddie, where like Maddie's like arm kind of goes up and like hits her in the face, and it makes her stop dancing.
Yeah.
And then Lark goes, "Oh, you stopped dancing, you're out." And Maddie's pissed.
Mhm.
She's like, "You."
This is her villain arc, even though she was already the villain.
Yeah. She's like, "They sabotaged me. How dare they?" And she like sits down. It is so
In the
bad.
middle of like the dance circle.
And they're like, "Girl, leave." Like, and guess we have our final five now. So maybe it was like at final 6/8 because of the lackeys,
Mhm.
and I guess that'd be 7. But and so Desi just kind of made it by default because even though he was about to be tagged out, he wasn't. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
confusing. This competition's stupid. So yeah, final 5 are Sage, Rosie, Fletch, Cliff, and Desi. Shocker.
Yeah, shocking.
I know you guys were surprised that like Maddie got out. Because you're like, wait, who's the final 5 going to be? There's like 6 of them because Maddie is the villain.
You would think the villain would be a part of it, but that's not the arc that
It would have
they're
been.
going for.
I was just gonna say, like, having her in the freaking bus with them. Could you imagine?
Oh, yeah. It makes sense once you know where the plot goes, why they did it this way.
But it is somewhat surprising in the time.
Yeah. All right. Lark goes over to Desi and is like, work on your dance moves. Like, you barely made it.
Just like pixel perfect means more dancing.
For dancing. We need some great spots for dancing.
Mhm.
Sage and Callie walk through camp and they're like, can't believe Maddie got out at a dance competition. And like the baddie Maddie is what they call her.
Yeah.
And Callie goes, speaking of baddies, and she's because she sees Desi. And Sage is like, ew, stop, that's my brother. And then Desi comes over to talk to Callie. And she's like, Sage is like, fine, talk to her. And it's like, I want to talk to her alone. And Callie's like, okay. Okay, I'll go on with you. So in the cafeteria, Desi asks Callie to help him with the dancing. And she's like, so you're actually going to compete?
Bruh.
Girl, what has he
I'm
been
in
doing?
top 5.
Yeah, I'm in
He
the
got
top
there
5.
by just pure vibes.
I guess what she meant was like you're
You're
gonna
gonna
take it
try.
seriously.
Yeah.
Even though it's like he's in the top
He
5.
just makes it look effortless. He's just that cool.
He is that cool.
And you left him for Anthem?
I can't believe you would leave the band that he's in. He's my favorite. I do love him. Lark talks to Connect 3, and this is where he lost his baby. It was the scene. They just have another phone call, and
They talk about how Girl Vibe broke up, and they're like,
yeah.
well, you
Oh,
find
yeah.
people that are going to stick together and
So-
like be able to take the stress of touring.
Yeah, and also they're like, "Can you tell Shane that I don't like the outfits or something?" Like it's stupid. They're trying
They're
to make
fine.
Connect 3 bicker, and then they don't even show how they resolve that. They're just get back to camp, and they're like, "And now
This
we're
is where we
back."
connect.
Yeah, that's where they
Yeah.
connect.
And now we're fine.
That's where Connect 3 connects. And Jason lost his child, but then he's like, I found my baby. It's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, you literally
Very
had a
important
chest
scene.
harness for the baby.
Yeah.
Dude.
Okay. So Sage looks at Mitchie's songbook, and it was so unclear. Like, is that her songbook? Also, Bae, you and I pointed out that was not her songbook in the
Yeah.
first one.
No, that's not her songbook. In the first one was like a bright yellow. It
Yeah.
looked like
Well, the dust warped the color.
Oh my god, it made it gray.
I mean, it was blue gray, but I could
Shane Gray.
His favorite color is green. Anyway.
I could see maybe if it was like her songbook in the second one.
Yeah, but she had the same one in both movies.
Okay, I was not sure about the second.
I was pretty sure that she had the same yellow book in the second one.
Yeah, it's so
Like
different.
canonically, it makes sense. Like she got a second notebook.
She got a new one. That one, the first one was like literally like a bifold of some paper.
Yeah,
right?
this one
It's like an actual book. Yeah.
and it's pretty empty because Sage is just be writing in it. Why would she put
writing her thoughts?
Why would she put her half empty notebook as like a time
I
capsule?
feel like you could just steal this and sell it for more money. Michi Torres is a superstar.
So
Yeah.
true.
An old songwriting notebook of hers.
Yeah, I just hate that they did this because it really makes no sense. But
It's just nostalgia bait.
because it should have been her stealing Mitchie's lyrics,
It
and
would
she
have been a
doesn't.
way more interesting plot.
And they could have done it a thing in songwriting class where she's like, "Oh yeah, I have something prepared," and like kind of pulls out the book but
Yeah.
hides it and is like, "Here's my lyrics." They're like, "Whoa, that's incredible."
I feel like that's where the script was at one point, and then they got told to not do it.
Maybe
Whatever.
it was too long. Whatever.
I think it was just Disney, for whatever reason, said, hey, we not need these people to
No.
not be morally ambiguous.
We need none of them to be the villain.
That's why
Yeah.
I feel like they switched Fletch's character,
Mhm.
they switched Sage's character, and they may have switched Rosie's character too.
I wish she had a villain arc. But yeah. Fletch comes up and starts strumming his guitar as she's like singing some lyrics. And they get all flirty. But Sage's just like, I'm not gonna let this distract me. And Fletch is like, me neither. And he goes, what's up with you and your brother? And she's like, oh, you caught that?
You picked up on that, girl? Obviously.
Yeah, obviously, girl. She's like, we were in a band, and then I left for Anthem, and I'm like, we've heard this story already. But I guess she's telling it to Fletch or whatever.
Yeah, he hasn't heard it.
She says, I want to take music seriously. And then she says, so are you really a bad boy? Like, you should have been a cop car? And he's like, no, I came here straight from court because my mom passed away in March, and it was always just her and me, and now it's just me. And the judge is figuring out where I go next. So,
Big oof.
big oof. And she goes, I'm so sorry. I'm really glad you're here. And I headcanon that, like, he's never been to Camp Rock before, and he just used the inheritance money he got to, like, sign up for Camp Rock last minute.
And now it's only 2 weeks long.
Yeah, well, yeah. So then Cliff floats by in a canoe, and he, like, drops his oar. So he's like, guys, help me. And they don't. And he's like, I can't swim. And, like, yes, you can. He says, okay, yes, I can, but I don't want to.
And I'm like, that's relatable.
Yeah, Cliff is fun.
Except I always want to swim, so not relatable.
You were like, I'm gonna jump in right now.
Okay, enough said.
Oops, I dropped my oar. I'm in the water. All right. Maddie now wants revenge.
Maddie turns into the evil character that's just makes the stupidest ass plans.
And Danielle's like, can we go over the plan again?
Yeah,
Because
can you
I'm
explain
still
it for the
bummed.
audience?
And she's like, I told them to come over. I'm like, who's them? And it's the five. To come over for a style consult from Lark. Because I hate them and they sabotage me in the competition. And so the five come in, and Madison is like, here's your style consult. Also, Lark didn't call you, I did. Like, she just tells
She
them.
just flat out says,
I'm the one that called you
Okay,
here.
so what's your plans?
Tell us your reasons. She's like, I bedazzled your shoes, Desi, and bedazzled your drumsticks, Cliff. And
Bedazzled your cello.
And I bedazzled your cello. Well, that's the big one at the end. First, it's like, I put pom-poms on your hat, Fletch.
Okay.
And I bedazzled your shirt, Sage. I don't know.
she goes, yeah, this is petty.
This is petty. And she goes, no. She goes, whatever, major loser.
From the first film.
It was so
It
dumb.
was bad. It was
Because they were not the way they shot that was like,
It was like a wide angle.
it was like a wide angle, and they were not in those positions, I
It
think.
looked like a freaking horror movie angle.
The way they're like,
You're not incorrect.
they're like, wait, I have to stand center stage for this. Whatever, major loser. Like,
And I'm like, and now she's dead.
it's just like, remember that? Remember the reference?
I
And
had a
then
chokehold in our age.
it really did. It did.
Like, I really do not care for it now, but it really
But it-
did have a
I
chokehold.
will say that really just didn't hit for me though, because
That's one of the several clearly ham-fisted ones.
yeah, because like kids aren't not doing that now.
No.
I definitely did that.
Like, did they write this entire scene to put that in?
They had to put it in somewhere.
I feel like you could have found some other spots.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I
like,
mean, they didn't have to. They decided they have to.
yeah.
But yeah. Okay, and then the big reveal is that she bedazzled the cello, which, like, that is a crime. Cellos are so expensive.
Yeah,
But here's the
it
thing.
And
did.
she, as we've talked about, caring about this cello so much over
Yeah.
time.
And like stressing about it and waking up in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And here's the thing, though.
It looks awesome.
It looks really good.
They did a good job.
She actually did a really good. She put, like, a really pretty flower design on it.
Yeah.
Like, girl, you could have made it ugly. Why'd you make it pretty? Like, in the final performance, it matches the vibe so well.
Yeah.
So Cliff is like, what the fuck? You can't do that to Rosie and just yeet.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Cliff's like, how dare you?
And we just have a goop fight for
Goop
like
fight.
10 seconds.
It's an art supply fight.
minute.
I do like when Cliff, like, takes a bullet for Fletch and it's just, like, a rag.
This is also where It's On is playing.
Oh, yeah, they play It's On. Oh, another song.
Yeah.
Remember that from the movies?
Remember It's On from Camp Rock 2? And who sings this one? It's the Lumi, Pollock, Hudson Stone, and Ava Jean is what it says. So just some of the
Something
gas.
gas.
Yeah. They sing it's on, it's on, it's on.
Yeah. And at the end, Connie comes in and
And
everyone
she
else
gets
runs
gooped.
away.
She gets gooped.
There was a
Also,
lot of good.
Madison doesn't get kicked out for this. Madison also steals a phone later and gets kicked out. What about the campers earlier on that had a phone and got kicked out?
Yeah, I thought Lark meant they got kicked out of the competition
Oh,
and not camp.
that would make enough sense.
But yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was another competition.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the scene. And then we get Lark telling the five, they're like walking through the woods. Like, Connie spoke to Madison's parents. They're gonna pay for everything, including your new cello for Rosie, instead of buying her a car. And they're like, yay, justice! And Lark's like, don't celebrate. You guys were involved in this. And they're like, we were just defending ourselves. And she's like, too bad, this behavior is not acceptable. Like,
Yeah, you kind of did
You went
do a
extra,
lot
yeah.
extra.
so the five start arguing, like, well, he started, she started it, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're kind of bickering with each other, just to try and establish, like, maybe they aren't friends right now, even though all they've been is friendly to each other.
Mhm.
Lark says, enough. If you can't handle each other in an arts and crafts room, how do you expect to survive here? What do you mean here? A bus?
Challenge
Third
3.
challenge.
Final challenge. Survive the camp bus. Madison watches from behind the bushes and is like, I'm gonna ruin them.
I wrote, she's fucking psycho.
I'm gonna get a phone and film them and pretend that they posted it, but actually I'm gonna post it.
Which is so dumb
It's
because
really
you get told to go get my phone.
Go get my phone so that I can film and post from my account.
And I'm going to film the 5 of them singing where it's clear none of them could have been the one filming
I
it.
wish we saw the footage of them filming where it's so clearly filmed like outside of the bus. Because how would they think that they filmed that at all when all 5 of them are in the video? It's not like POV, I'm Rosie filming right now.
Yeah, I would have loved it if she just Madison did. Hey everyone, I love the cello. My name's Rosie.
See, and I have my phone. And I'm in the competition. But yeah. So the challenge is they have to be on the bus for the next 24 hours. Final jam is in 2 days. She's like, well, then prep here. You need to handle tour life. If anyone steps off the bus, you're eliminated. And for a bathroom, there's a porta potty.
A porta potty off the bus.
Like,
Yeah.
out the
Yeah.
back door,
Do they get food?
Well, I'm just saying,
I guess.
there's the porta potty side of it, but like that's off the bus. They got told they can't step off the bus.
Yeah, but then they get on top of the bus. They're technically not in
the
I want
bus.
the rules of this are not very clear.
How
I
is
think it's just don't leave.
How is she? Does she have a camera set up? Like, how is she gonna know?
That'd be creepy.
Yeah, this whole thing is bad.
It is. This
I
movie
do-
is kind of unethical.
I do like the premise though that this is like a good challenge for what they would be up against on tour.
I would think it would matter a lot more if these weren't little children as well.
Yeah,
This is not adult summer camp.
Yeah.
yeah, it's Camp Rock.
You're going to camp.
You want to survive out there? Survive in here. So they spend the night on the bus. And we get a little montage of them, like, annoying each other. And Sage is brave and uses the porta potty. Because she's, like, afraid of it because she got stuck in it once. And Cliff keeps guard. Which is cute because it insinuates that they had a conversation before where she's like, oh, I have to pee, but I'm scared. And Cliff was like, I will guard it for you.
Look at all these little insinuations of a better movie.
Yeah. Where it's like, don't worry, I'll be your guard. I'll make sure nobody comes in. And like she goes in and he like stands there, like
Yeah, it's
protecting
pretty
her.
fun.
It's cute. Meanwhile, Madison and her backup sneak around and she's like, I want them all disqualified.
Yeah, and I think this is where I wrote she's fucking psycho.
She is.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't use the word hate.
Yeah.
I just get them out of my life. I don't remember what she said. I didn't write it down. But she's crazy.
Yes, pretty.
And then after a commercial break, I got all the commercial breaks I was watching from the recording of Disney Channel.
Oh yeah, because you watched it live.
Yeah. I mean, I waited a little bit and skipped through the commercials because I had it recorded, but I got to know exactly when the commercial breaks were.
Some of them need to be tolerated.
Yeah. Back on the bus, Cliff snores, and so nobody can sleep. So Rosie,
Evil arc.
she peeks over the seat and then just squeezes his nose.
Interesting. She's just like, I want to do it. I'm going to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Actually, They were saying she's looking psycho to Rose.
Rose. That's so funny.
And you just made it so he's breathing.
Yeah.
I
mean, he still could have breathed through his mouth, but that would wake you up.
Yeah.
He's like, guys, I just had a nightmare that I couldn't breathe. And Rose,
You couldn't.
and Rose is like, really? That's crazy. Like,
Yes.
and Sage is like, girl, you cannot do that. And Lark is like, not Lark, sorry. Rosie's like, I just wanted him to stop breathing.
Oh, you're
Girl, she's being driven crazy.
I like when Rosie goes a little crazy.
I like it
love
too.
her.
I wanted to have a villain arc so bad.
I really love Rosie as a character.
I do love her. And then Lark.
I love the Rosie, the character in our head.
Yeah.
Our headcanon and our
headcanons make this a much more interesting movie.
Yeah. So then Lark checks on them and they're like, we're good. And Sage is like, Rosie, hold it together because Lark left. And Rosie just kind of starts crying. Like, she kind of laughs into a cry, like she's just losing a little bit. And they all go over to comfort her and they're like, you okay? She says, I don't know. All I know is I need to win this. I need to go on tour because what if I go home and I'll be the same Rosie? That Rosie that was content to play classical music on the cello and be in the background. But here I know what it's like to be in the spotlight and I love it. And like, when were you in the spotlight?
yeah. This I was like, oh, are her parents even gonna let her go on tour?
Probably not. Hell no. But she's like, I have to. I won the competition.
I got this free internship, unpaid.
Cliff doesn't want to go back either because everyone thinks he's too much. So music's his only friend. And they're like, not anymore. Like, we're your friends. We're buddies. You know, like Fletcher's like, we're buddies. And the Sage's like, yeah, you were my porta potty security guard. And then Sage is like, Rosie, you know how you just found the spotlight? Well, I've like been chasing it my whole life. I've been so focused on chasing the dream, but here it feels like I'm already living it. This man can't rock. And Desi's like, yeah, because here you don't have to be a musical tyrant all the time. Haha. Here music is the goal. But it all goes out the window when you're competing for a gig of a lifetime. Like, Desi's like, that's what I'm worried about. I want it to be about the music. If I win, it'll be all about being good enough for Connect 3. He's basically like, I don't want to sell out. And then they're like, Fletch, you have to open up now. And he's like, okay, being at camp is right now is easier than the rest of my life. So I don't know what's in the future for me, but as long as I'm here or on tour, then all I have to worry about is my music. And I'm like, damn, give it to Fletch. Like, he doesn't have a home right now. You should go on tour.
This is very much. We were talking about it at the time. It is the scene from Lemonade Mouth where they're all lying cloud watching.
Oh, should we rank their trauma? Like
I was going to say, we should rank their traumas.
We did that for Lemonade Mouth. We ranked their trauma.
Worst trauma, clearly Fletch.
I literally wrote here that this is a trauma bond if I've ever seen one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Fletch is definitely the most traumatized.
For sure.
And then I want to say Cliff for like...
No friends.
No friends.
Yeah.
I'm cool with saying that. Then I feel like Rosie for Sheltered Life.
Yeah.
Although I could argue Desi for like spurned by sister in a band, but like
not
it's
really.
also such a personal thing. It feels like.
Yeah, and he's so like still
Sage is last.
Sage last. I think it was Rosie, then Desi, then Sage.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
Sage kind of sucks.
Easy ranking.
And then Cliff starts banging on the bongos. We're the kids of Camp Rock. They brought it back.
Yeah.
And then they all grab instruments that are just on the bus. Also, this bus has couches.
It's like a tour bus, kind of, but it's a school bus.
It's a Camp Rock bus.
It's like,
again, school buses kind of were couches.
Listen.
Not like that.
Oh, not that comfortable. Listen, I think what it could feasibly be used for is like if the camp like goes and picks up all the children and brings everybody to camp at the same time. Like maybe like it's more remote, so like they meet at a community center and everybody gets on the bus, so they want some of it.
Well, we saw some kids arrive on the bus.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But why are there couches? You can't fit as many kids.
It's so comfy.
It is comfy. And there's a little box of instruments. I guess that makes sense for a Camp Rock bus.
Yeah.
There's a little box of instruments. Because music.
Mm-hmm.
So this is very much giving Lemonade Mouth. The trauma bond into a spontaneous song. Lemonade Mouth?
Weirdly though, instead of sounding like more than a band, it sounds like turn up the music.
Go Echo. That's the song.
Yeah.
It's like an echo.
This might be my favorite song.
Really?
I really like this.
I feel like this is the one that does feel like a camp rock song to me. It feels emotionally driven by the characters. It feels like coming together and building something.
Mhm.
And it's like more than the finale song, building on their distinctive tastes and genres a bit more to build a better collective.
Mhm.
I feel like as
Yeah.
an emotional core structural piece of the movie, this is what works.
Yeah. This one was fine.
I don't know if musically I'm gonna like love it, but I think for the movie it worked pretty well.
Plot wise, it's good.
I think it's my favorite for that.
Yeah, having gone in like basically totally blind, I was like, dang, I really like this song. I'm excited to listen to everything again.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We normally when we do these podcasts, we have
Like long
heard our these songs for a while.
A
We
lot.
know our opinions more concretely.
I'm like, I don't really know. I'm being swayed right now.
This is like the first musical we've turned around quickly
Oh,
after.
Big City Green's a musical.
Oh, you're right. You're right. But that one, it feels different. That was like an animated one. But yeah, usually I have way more knowledge about all the songs. And I know all the ones that they like rebooted from the first two, but yeah. So I don't remember exactly. I remember it goes like echo, echo, it's an echo. That's all I remember. Okay, later they're all sleeping on the bus, except for Sage and Fletch on the roof of the bus, looking at stars.
Yeah. I wonder on the technicalities.
Yeah, I guess they just climbed through the top, like, emergency exit.
Yeah. They're not still in the bus, just like when they go
They're
to the
touching the
bathroom.
bus. He's like, I was just thinking about how winning this competition could fix everything. I don't know where I'm gonna be after camp. Like, I'm just waiting for the call to tell me, for like the judge to decide where I'm going. He
Because it's
says,
like his cousin's working in the court right now.
mm-hmm. So he's like, that's why I have this, my phone.
It just really forced a way to get them to talk about his phone for the plot
Yeah.
to be able to use it later.
And Sage was like, I'm glad they let you keep it. And he goes, they didn't. They just, like, since I came in late, they never asked for it.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense. But again, they could have made him a little bit of a bad boy of like, I took it back.
I feel like, again, rather than making him an orphan, which is the same dead parent sad trope, a little more because orphan is different.
Yeah.
But just like that trope, him just being like a bit of a rebel, even if he like means well, feels way more interesting to me.
Mhm. Yeah. And he's like, please don't tell anyone. She says, I won't. And then he gives her his jacket. And she says, why do you always sing with your eyes closed? And I'm like, does he? Did they show him singing with his eyes closed before?
I think yeah.
Did he? Okay. She says, don't you want to connect with the audience? Like, I don't know. To me, this felt a little forced of like, they didn't really point that out earlier that he was singing with his eyes closed, but I don't know. And he says, why? They always leave after the show anyway. I don't know. I don't want people I share connection with to just leave. And she's like, but what if it's worth it to connect with someone, even if only for one song?
During this conversation, she was like all the time looking at his lips.
Oh, yeah. And they almost kiss. And also, by the way, full face of makeup, perfect lipstick, strip lash. Like,
also, I was like, is it duet?
no. Because
No.
they're just about to kiss, but then Cliff accidentally hits the horn because he was like sleeping in the driver's seat. So, and they go, Cliff. Nah. So they don't kiss.
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
No, wait for Camp Rock for.
Yeah. Next morning, Lark wakes him up. Tomorrow's final jam. One more day to work on your songs. And then Desi's like, is it weird I'm gonna kind of miss this bus? And they're like, nah, it's not weird. They're like, all right, let's make a pact. We're always gonna stay in touch. Let's workshop group chat names.
Yeah, Cliff's like, we should be Cliff and the Cliffhangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, haha, Cliff. All right.
The band went.
In the cafeteria, Sage writes in the notebook, and Connie walks by and goes, I know that notebook. But I haven't seen it in years.
I was like, and this is when we actually talked about it.
Yeah.
They're like, no, what?
That's not the same notebook. Sage says, I found it. And Connie's like, oh, anytime Mitchie was feeling something, she just had to write it down. And Sage was like, me too. Here, I'm sure she wants it back. And Connie's like, no, keep it. It should stay here and help someone like it helped her.
Imagine Mitchie gets it back, but she just sees another girl who she doesn't know is writing is like
Yeah.
half of the pages.
Why did Mitchie put it in the floorboard as well?
Save it for the next year, but then she didn't come back.
Yeah.
She got too popular.
Why wouldn't she bring
Forgot
it
where it
home?
was.
Why wouldn't she bring it home?
She's an idiot.
Whatever. Desi is practicing his dance moves, and Sage stumbles upon him.
I feel like you missed something there. This is where Connie says, like, specifically says the words work in progress, and Sage, like, notes that.
Oh, yeah.
You're right. You're right.
I don't remember the exact context of that, but that's
You're right.
pretty critical piece.
I didn't catch that was going to be important at 1st.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely did the second time because I knew the song too, but you caught it too, where it's like, because she says it's just a work in progress, and Sage goes, huh, a work in progress. Let me write that down.
Ida Manheim said have real conversations and then put them in.
Yeah.
Work in progress. I've never thought about that concept before. Okay, so then Desi's practicing his dance moves like in the woods, and Sage stumbles upon him, and she's like, when did you learn how to dance? And he's like, since you ditched me in the band, let's talk about this again. And he's like, when you left for more, you left me too. I miss being your bandmate and your brother. In that order.
Yeah.
And Sage is like, well, maybe we should just start over. Bigger stage, bigger crowd. This could be our reunion tour. Haha. And then they sing a song called Rhythms Only Right. It's a duet.
It's the only duet?
Yeah, I think that's the only duet.
I was like, I've been waiting for a duet this whole time.
And it's the sibling duet.
Sibling duet, which is fine.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It was fine. I don't really remember how it goes.
I really don't remember the song that well.
We got the same heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. I wrote, it's very new era Disney.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote fun little duet for these two. They prance around camp. Like, I think it's kind of fun, but it's pretty forgettable, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say about it. Do you guys have any other thoughts about it?
No, I just think they went too quick on this reunion arc.
Yeah.
I feel like you could have had a good scene of like them airing grievances out to each other, especially Desi to his sister.
Yeah, they try. He's like, "You left me too, and I'm sad."
I feel like they could have got squeezed more out of this, and instead they just like move it ahead for the plot.
Yeah, it's like, well, maybe we should start over. Okay, we're good now. Sure. All right, so then they go to Connie's office. They get like called specifically, like the final 5, please come to my office. So they go to Connie's office, and she goes, I know one of you has a phone. Who is it? You know the rules.
Connie's an idiot. She should have seen this video and been like, that's not any of the 5.
I know. I wish they showed the video, but because it would have been so obvious. And we didn't get to see Madison filming the video at all.
No, just for talking about doing it.
Because I think they realize if they show that stuff, the concept of them being in trouble falls in his face.
Yeah, it really does. No one speaks. She's like, I could disqualify all of you. And it's like, no. So Rosie's like, it wasn't me. And Cliff's like, I don't have a phone. And Desi's like, I know I don't take everything seriously, but I do about this. And so then Connie goes, that leaves you two. And so she just like fully believes the other guys. Like, okay, that leaves you two. It must be you.
You guys haven't said no yet.
And so Sage is like, Fletch, just tell them. And he's like, are you being serious right now? She's like, yeah. What is she talking about? So Fletch pulls out his phone and hands it over. And they go, I hope you're happy, Fletch. A video of all of you singing on the bus is going viral.
If she just had said that part first, all of the kids would have been, that is clearly none of us.
Yeah, because Sage immediately is like, well, wait a minute. She says he would never do that. I wish they would have went the angle of like, we were all there and none of us had a phone filming.
Yeah.
We were playing
I guess like someone
instruments.
could have done it secretly in theory.
But that's why it's obviously so funny that like the angle of it had to have been so obvious it wasn't any of them.
It's not like Madison snuck on the bus.
Yeah, it's literally like she wasn't on the bus. So what's happening? So Connie kicks everyone but Fletch out of the room. And he's like, it wasn't me. And she's like, if you didn't post it, then who did? And then it cuts. Desi's playing his guitar in the woods, and Sage comes up and is like, am I the worst? And he's like, did Fletch have a phone? Yeah. Did you have to tell Connie about it? Which I wish they leaned into this more when it's like, Sage, all Connie said when they walked in was, I know one of you has a phone.
Yeah.
And Sage knows that he does have a phone. She didn't know that it was about a video.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she wouldn't have said anything.
Yeah.
And she never says that. She's just like, I was so concentrated on the competition. I didn't want to be disqualified and kicked out.
Like they weren't going to disqualify all 5 of you, girl.
But she said she could.
Yeah.
So she's like, I regretted it right after I did it. Think you'll ever forgive me? And he's like, I forgave you. Those are very different situations. Sage, I love how ambitious you are, but you did choose Anthem over me, and now you chose the competition over Fletch. And she's like, I've always put my dream over everything else. My music is all I ever needed. But
I guess I'm just a work in progress.
But this time it's everything else I can't stop thinking about. Everything or everyone.
That really is so meaningless.
It's really stupid.
Everyone is included in everything.
Yeah.
Everything or one single person, wink wink.
Mm.
Okay, so then Connect 3 get back to camp, and I guess they just get along now. Lark is all frazzled, planning Final Jam. And they're like, we know what Final Jam is. And the boys walk down the dock and they look over the lake and they're like, the view never gets old. So good to be back. And Jason, we learn, named his daughter Lennon McCartney. And he's like, why'd you name your kid?
Two of the best songwriters of all time.
Yeah, you could pick one.
And you know, Max Martin, I didn't want to put him in there, so.
And then they put Shane in the lake. I love being reconnected. Haha. This is where Connect's reconnected. Sage then asks to speak to Fletch.
Yeah, they're all like, all of them are hanging out at the table without Sage, but.
Yeah, but it's because she wasn't there.
And it's so clear at the end, like, there's no issue.
It's literally zero bad blood. She gives this huge apology to him. Like, I'm so sorry, I was focused on competition, but like, you guys are my friends, whatever. And he's like, hey, literally, no worries. They traced the video to Madison's phone, so like, I'm back in the competition. Like, it's literally not an issue. And you, BenG, were saying the whole time, like, how did they not know what phone it came from? And yeah, they literally just tracked it. That's the answer. Oh, Madison's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb. Like, she started an art fight and vandalized their property, so she got in trouble for that. And then she filmed the video from her phone. She could have stolen Rosie's phone. Like, why?
Yeah, Rosie doesn't have a
It would be
passcode.
fun. It'd be fun to see like her sneak into the office and steal a phone.
Yeah, but instead she just had like Daniel do it off camera.
Yeah.
It's so dumb. Like,
the movie we don't get to see is more interesting than the movie we do.
Yeah. All right, so now it's time for Final Jam. Final Jam tonight. They're prepping the stage. Little montage of the prep. Fletch and Cliff are in their dorm. Desi's stretching. Rosie grabs her cello. And Sage is out on the dock with the notebook looking perplexed.
Still writing her song.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
So sick of you.
That night, the Final Jam stage is set. And oh my god, guess who's backstage? Mitchie!
Oh my god.
Oh,
I literally wrote down, she is so pretty.
she is so pretty.
She's in 2 scenes in this movie total.
Yep, so this is the first
one
one
of
with her
them
mom.
where she just comes and says hi to her mom.
Yep. And she's like, I took a day off from tour. I'm here for Final Jam. I couldn't miss Final Jam. And Connie's like, you should sit in the front row. They'll be so excited. And she goes, no, this is their night because my star power is so big they would be distracted, obviously.
Do you think the people who do like private jet tracking saw that Mitchie Torres is like hurting the whole environment by flying out to Final Jam at this random camp just to fly back on tour?
Maybe maybe her show is in the area. It's probably not.
It's probably not.
Connie's like, you'll always be Camp Rock star. Like, it was so weird the way she said it.
The most awkward phrasing. There's so many ways to phrase this and it works. It's like, yeah, she's telling her own daughter is, you'll always be Camp Rock star.
And she didn't say a Camp Rock star. Or the Camp Rock star.
Or Camp Rock's star.
Yeah.
You'll always be Camp Rock star.
I think she just flubbed her line delivery. And then kept it. And Mitchie goes, now it's their turn. Connect 3 gets on stage to start the show. And Daniel goes, it's Shane Gray for crying out loud. And I hate this because it makes no sense. They literally just said it because he said it in the first movie. Nobody said who is that, and or if they did, I missed it
No, I don't think they did.
twice. Like I've
I'm
seen
pretty
this
sure he
twice.
just says it out of nowhere.
He just says it because
Yeah.
they should have done it, as I said, like when they
When they
first
first
get there.
showed up. But
Yeah.
maybe they were like, we can't nostalgia bait that quick.
Why not?
I don't know.
Whatever. They bring Lark on stage to be like, it's final jam. I say final. You say jam. Final.
Jam.
Final.
Jam.
All right, we're done with that. First up is Cliff, and he performs a song called My Own Drum. And it goes bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, and then it goes like bam, 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 and to me it was giving Run DMC.
I was thinking about this one because I don't fully agree. We're doing this comparison for all of them.
Okay, yeah. So when I was taking my notes, I'm like, okay, this is the artist it's giving. Like I was comparing them to real life artists.
I decided what I'd settled on was like Lil Dicky, just like a cornball rapper.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like the beginning sounded so much like Tricky to me by Run DMC. This beat is my
It's definitely
recital.
that type of flow
I think
to
it's
start
my
with.
recital.
It doesn't
Yeah,
end
it
that
doesn't
way.
end that way, but that's when I wrote it down.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's very like.
He also wrote, but it's also getting kids pop, and that makes sense.
Oh, I did write that.
It sounds in a lot of ways like when Weird Al raps.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like it started Run DMC and then it turned into Kids Pop.
Yeah.
So bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat, bounce to the beat. It was fun though. He's a good performer. Like, yeah. Okay, next up is Rosie, and she performs "Play It My Way," and it starts with the cello.
So good.
This is
crazy.
the best one of the 5.
It's crazy how many backup dancers they get, and it's like so
It's such a
high production.
production.
It's so high production. I guess like Final Jam was like that in the first movie too, but it felt more.
Yeah, also these boys had those trampolines.
Hasta La Vista felt like a bunch of friends scrapping together and making a fun dance with trampolines. Like it felt more scrappy and like wholesome.
This
to
feels
me.
like high budget.
Yeah, and like Tess had high budget, but that made sense because she's rich.
Yeah.
But then like Peggy just came out with a guitar.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah, I don't know. This is like super produced, but also very fun performance.
This is the one that should have won out of the 5.
This one I
Yeah.
said is giving Sia.
I said in the beginning it very much gave Billy vibes,
Huh.
and then it did really get Sia.
It really feels like a song that Sia would write and in the end perform.
Yeah, and she's like, "I'm doing it my way." I don't remember how the song goes, but yeah, the dancing very fun. Her whole vibe, like it's such a villain arc song.
I love
And
it.
in the vibe of it, because you're right, it's
Yeah.
kind of like dark Billie Eilish and like Sia.
It is such a good villain song. I really wish
It would have been so
we
good.
should rewrite this movie.
We
could
let
have
us
written
write it.
this better.
Right, let us write it. Maddie, for some reason, is so shook by this performance specifically. Like she really hates Rosie specifically.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's
why.
because she's using the cello that
She
she
didn't-
bedazzled. She took it and like
she made it
made
like,
it her own.
She owned it.
She played it her way.
Even though you messed it, even though you messed it up, I'm still using it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Next up is Desi, and he performs a song called "Get Ready," and I also really liked this performance. This was really fun.
What annoys me about this one is this is the character whose personality and the music they make differ the most.
He's like carefree and fun.
But like you wrote down here that this is Andy Grammer, and I fully agree.
Yeah, it's giving Andy Grammer.
But like he feels like Andy Grammer feels very manufactured in a fun, carefree way. I fully get that.
Andy Grammer, like, "Baby, it's fine by me." That was when he was good.
But like Desi's giving more of like to the core, music is the core of his being.
Yeah.
Where Andy Grammer's like, we're just having fun.
We're having fun here.
You know?
guys.
Where I feel like Desi views it more as art.
Yeah.
I don't think Andy Grammer ever feels like art.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But that's like, I think the performance is fun.
Yeah, I really like this one. And Callie dances with him here. So I'm like, would Callie go on tour with him? I don't know. But yeah, again, so many backup dancers. It's crazy how produced this is. When they didn't have a lot of time to like write the song and come up with stuff, but whatever. And Nate goes like, I heard he couldn't dance before he came to Camp Rock. And the Connect 3's like, whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, 2 weeks is a quick time to learn.
Next up is Fletch, and he sings the song Tomorrow again. It's the same song he sang earlier, which is totally fine. Like, if they wanted to give him a moment early in the movie, it's like, yeah, he sings the same song they did before. And this was really hard for me to pin down.
I feel like the James Arthur that I landed on feels the most.
I really think
Arthur.
James Arthur. Yeah, I was thinking of a song yesterday, and it was by James Arthur.
Okay, so it's giving James Arthur is what we decided. And I wrote
That guy slept on that and figured it out. Like,
I wrote down he doesn't need a million backup dancers. It's just
No,
him
it's just
on a
him.
stool.
he's giving the stripped down vibe.
Yeah.
It's Peggy butt.
But again,
Peggy.
it's a little more produced than it feels like it should be. They definitely wanted a Noah Khan vibe.
But less folky than Noah.
Yeah, I wish they made him more folky.
Yeah.
Just honestly, have him sing Bob Dylan. It would make more sense for his character.
Yeah. All right, finally, Sage. Sage gets on stage with like all the band, backup, whatever. And the song starts, and then she's like,
Stop.
It's okay, go away. And she starts giving a speech, and I'm like, the biggest eye roll imaginable. Like, imagine that's what I did.
This is a movie full of eye rolls, mostly for the references, but
this one, it's like, girl, why are you giving a speech? Nobody else gives me. She's like, and I'm the main character. I'm gonna give a speech.
Yeah. I just don't really I just don't like her.
I don't like her.
Yeah.
And it's not the actress, it's the written character.
It's the character.
I actually do really like the actress. I think she's a good performer and fun.
Yeah.
It's the written character. So she's like, I spent my whole life working towards an opportunity like this. Opening for Connect 3 is a dream come true. The way, the attitude it gives of like, I clearly would have won.
Yeah.
But like,
so right.
but now I'm saying you should choose someone else because they're amazing.
Different now.
But
I've changed.
Yeah, I'm still gonna sing a song though. Because it's like, if she had just done a speech and not sang a song, that would have been better.
Or if they would have implied that this song was planned to perform the way that it eventually is, where all 5 of them performed, would they imply that that was spontaneous?
She says when she starts singing, this isn't what I planned, but this is what I'm going to sing. But we didn't see what song she was going to perform before this. I wish they had shown us she's like super overproduced.
Give us that extra
song.
10-second mark where it's like using Mitchie's stuff because it's like, this is going to win.
That would have been so much better. It would have made so much more sense if she's like, I'm stealing the song. But now she's like, no, this isn't what I planned. I'm going to sing my original song, Work in Progress. Like, instead, it just doesn't hit because we don't have those pieces to put together that, like, she changed what she was doing. Yeah. And it's because you just have to, like, infer what happened in your mind instead of, like, them actually making it clear here what was happening. Because she's like...
The movie of this movie, the plot takes place in between scenes.
Yeah, because she, like, starts singing a cappella, and then the other kids come in and join. They're like, I'm going to support you.
Yeah, because she dismissed her whole thing.
Yeah, why would she do that?
Even if you gave me a 5-second scene of her right before the competition being like, guys, I have to tell you something. And then they, like, cut away from there and made it implied that this was a planned, like, I want us all to perform together.
Yeah.
That would be way more interesting.
Way better. Anything different than what
anything where it feels like she's leading the group and like saying, hey, I want us to like perform together. I think that would be good.
Or if she like scorned them in a way that they didn't like her anymore and then
they tried to make the phone thing that, but they didn't.
Oh, she already apologized and like
it was so not an issue.
It was already resolved. If this was a bigger moment of like, no, we forgive you, we're with you.
This is why I'm like, I think Disney looked at this script and said, you have to make this character less morally ambiguous.
It's so dumb.
So safe nowadays.
This movie's being too safe, and the characters feel like you add a couple tiny pieces to them, and this plot gets way more interesting.
Yeah. Because this it doesn't hit. It doesn't land the way they wanted it to. And they do, we kind of skipped over this part, but like they have little mini montages of like all the characters. Of like, this is why they're special. Pick Fletch, because it turns out his music is more true than his reputation. Pick Desi, he's got the heart of a rock star. Pick Rosie, because she didn't just join this competition, she brought it.
What's that fucking mean?
I don't know. Pick Cliff, because you'll never see another like him. Anyway, this is my song. So she's
now pay attention to me.
Yeah, so Rosie joins in on the cello, Desi hops in on the keys, Sledge comes out with his guitar.
In the background.
And the way like
cello in the background where it's not the light on her. Exactly what she said she doesn't want to have.
They do like cue the spotlights, which is like crazy, which makes you feel like it's planned, but it's not. So you're right, because there's a part where Fletch and Desi kind of grab their guitars and come downstage and join her. So they're a little more front, and Rosie's still just in the back.
Yep.
With her cello.
Yep. which we wouldn't be harping on if it wasn't literally a
Like a
line in
plot
the
point.
movie where she said she doesn't want to play the cello in the background,
Literally-
only for the final song to be her literally playing the cello in the background.
And the way that she gives this whole speech about how special they are and they join her, but she is still like, I'm the front woman of this group. Like, it doesn't, like, in Lemonade Mouth, it really does feel like all of them are contributing
Right,
equally and that they are men, even though Olivia's at the front, but then, like, more of them join the front. This one, it's like, and I'm Sage and I'm the main character.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And guess who this is giving? It's giving Rachel Platten, who we don't like.
I got a bone to pick with Rachel Platt.
It's giving This Is
We
My
don't have
Fight.
an extra hour to spend on this podcast.
It's giving This Is My Fight song, Take Back My Life song. And they kind of add in vocals of all of them singing at the end, but like, yeah. Okay, backstage Connect 3 talks. They're like, how are we supposed to pick just one of them? They literally saw all 5 of them perform together. They're like,
Yeah.
I can't believe we have to pick one, as if they didn't make the fucking rules to this competition. They need Mitchie to come in and be like, you guys are stupid, pick all of them. She didn't say it like that.
Yeah.
She said it coy, like. So yeah, Mitchie's there, and they're like, oh my god, Mitchie, you're here. And
Oh my god.
she's like, you didn't think I'd miss this, would you? This was the best final jam I've ever seen. And that girl at the end, Sage, she's really good.
Oh my god, she said the thing. She said the thing.
It's the only one I like because it was Mitchie that said it again, and I
it
like that.
like reframes the context.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It like that's just something she says all the time.
I loved it.
She's really good, and like it felt like a fun nod
It feels
instead
If all
of
of them felt this way, I would be a different story.
yeah. The rest of them felt so
It's still
shoved down your throat.
eyeball-inducing, but at least in a fun way.
This one was fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did like that she said
She had the whimsy.
yeah, whimsy. Where's the whimsy?
Like,
They're like-
that's Shane Gray for crying out loud. No whimsy.
No whimsy.
like if they had done it like the way you suggested it,
Yeah.
like the Shane Gray one,
Where it
would've
felt
just
natural.
like this.
Yeah, where it felt natural.
Yeah.
But instead it's like, look, a reference. This one is like a fun
In your
nod.
face.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's so fun. I was literally like, I think I freaked out a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah. I was
she's
like,
really
"This
good.
is so good. Stop.
Yeah, Demi Lovato cameo, like perfectly good. How much she's in the movie.
I'm fine with it, except I feel like the scene with her and her mom, it's just like very awkward.
Yeah, that's fine though. Like this, yeah, the scene.
But
with
they
the
needed to
drugstore is
establish
fine.
that she was there.
So she said she's really good, and they're like, so Sage, we pick Sage, and she goes, it's not just about one person, it's about the way they make each other shine. No stage tricks, just
They
music.
were definitely doing stage tricks, but okay.
Not the last performance.
See those spotlights?
She says it reminds me of us back then. Totally, but we still gotta pick one.
Just to mention it here, Shane Gray and Michi Torres share a hug, but it sure feels like a friendship hug, not a relationship hug at all.
It really feels friendship.
The way they talk like to each other, it does really feel like the way I talk to my ex.
It very much feels like they didn't want to confirm or deny anything, but they also didn't want to make those two act like they were together.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they are not together. There's no way. They are actually together right now. Okay, so Connect 3 gets back on stage. They're like, what we saw tonight was more than just one person, like just what Mitchie said.
You can't saw 5 people perform. What were you expecting?
We can't pick a single one of you. So we're gonna choose all of you. We want you as a group.
Simon forming One Direction
Yeah.
be like,
Literally. Oh my god, yay! And then Shane goes backstage next to Mitchie, which is crazy because they were all just on stage. So it's like if you're watching this from the audience, you're like, where is he going? But he joins her backstage, and this scene's cute. He goes, think they know what they just got? And Mitchie's like, not yet, but they will. And he says, this place is still magical. She's like, guess some things never change.
I wouldn't change a thing.
So same time next summer, you're on.
See
Don't
that?
they say that?
Yeah.
Don't they say that in the first movie? Like same time next summer, you're on.
Yeah.
This is definitely where I'm like, they're trying to imply that they may still be together or involved in some way.
I think they're just
Hopefully.
nodding back to their relationship and
Yeah.
they're not together right now.
I agree.
Yeah.
And then Sage
Like they're
spots her
remembering good
Mitchie on stage and waves, which
Yeah.
is a cute little moment.
Sage sees Mitchie like, oh my god, that's
but she like knows not to go make a big deal out of
Yeah.
it.
And then Connect 3 grab their guitars and they perform We Rock with the 5 winners. So the Jonas Brothers do the
It's
first
Connect
verse.
3 canonically
We Rock.
Does We Rock their song?
Probably. And Nick Jonas takes Demi's harmony part. I'm like, oh, he's singing high. Like, oof, okay, Nick. Like, straining a little bit, but overall it's fine. And they don't do the full song, they just do like the first verse into the first chorus and they all perform it, and then that's the end of the movie.
Which is fine.
Which is fine, yeah, I guess.
Well, we do get a little bit of a credits.
Yeah, but that's like the end of the main movie. And then in the credits, it is fun how they cinematography.
It's a really fun giant angle.
Yeah.
And it's just all the notable characters dancing and lip singing along to the Play My Music.
The Play My Music, specifically the audition track, where it had all the different parts. So they got to like do their parts and just like dance in a little group together and like have fun as the credits roll.
It's a cute, fun way of doing it. I kind of wish they'd had a different recording of Play My Music if they were going to do it again. And then they could all just like not have to do their parts. They could do whatever part they want.
Because where's Triangle Girl?
Yeah. It just makes me miss the people that aren't in that scene.
Yeah.
But it's a fun angle. It's a fun way of doing a more extended credit scene.
Yeah, it was fun. And
that's the movie.
That's Camp Rock 3.
Faye, as our resident Camp Rock expert, where does this compare to the other Camp Rock movies? Is it your favorite Camp Rock movie?
I don't think I feel like the first one's always just gonna be.
It's gotta be, yeah.
Like it's just so sentimental. But
you do hate 2. Is this better than 2?
I think I do like this better than 2.
Okay.
It feels weird to me. I think I agree. I think it goes 1, 3, 2.
Yeah.
The problem is I don't have a high opinion on any of them.
Yeah.
I just think Camp Rock 1's highs are very high.
Yeah.
And very fun. This movie's passable, but it has very few highs, really.
Mm-hmm.
And Camp Rock 2 has a couple of fun highs, but otherwise just sucks.
I think for me, what I've really learned after watching this one is that Camp Rock 1 is the only plot that is 1, interesting, and 2, makes sense the whole time. Except like some of the logistics with Final Jam, but whatever, you can hand wave that away. Like that one,
it felt like a story they were trying to tell. It was a real script. Because the 2 and 3
are not,
don't feel like real scripts.
Exactly. Like it just doesn't feel right. Like and like I said originally, like this movie is so half-baked. Like we talked about it throughout the whole podcast of things they should have done differently with their characters.
I think it was just like cut by a million paper cuts, you know?
Yeah.
That's how they killed this.
They focus way too much about the nostalgia and putting the old songs and putting the old quotes in where I wish they just focused on doing a new take in the Camp Rock setting. And with like the Jonas Brothers there, sure, as like the driving plot, but like focus on your new characters and developing them in an interesting way.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
Yeah, it has the same problem that like the Eternals had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, where they had to, was that like 11 people?
It was a lot of people.
Yeah. They'd introduced and they just didn't get enough development.
Yeah, which you wouldn't think 5 is too many. This is something Wicked Wonderland did, which we're not talking about that right now, but they added a lot of characters that they couldn't focus on. You would think 5 maybe wouldn't be too many, but it is. Like, I don't know, it's probably like just too many.
Yeah.
That none of them get enough screen time. Like Lemonade Mouth actually does it very well though. They have 5. And all of them have full.
It's genuinely a good movie, though.
Yeah, that one actually works. But that one, they had the whole movie of just them, and this one, it's like you have to fit in all the nostalgia pieces too.
Yeah, but then you see all of them before, like in Lemonade Mouth, you see all of them before.
Yes.
Before detention.
That's what I was saying. If you add an extra like scene at the beginning to everyone, there's a lot of expansion. We're talking about add 30 minutes to this movie, add 15 minutes to this movie, just more non-plot related, but like character-driven scenes, building out these relationships, building out these bonds.
Yeah.
And there's a lot added.
And add actual conflict. That isn't just Maddie being a bitch.
Add conflict, add character ambiguity, add questionable morality to like some of these characters. Let those characters exist as real people rather than idealized selves.
Yeah.
And you get a lot more interesting of a movie.
Yeah.
Camp Rock 2 has bigger issues.
Yeah.
But this movie, like, still flops in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm. That's why Camp Rock 1 is the best.
Even though it's
Right,
boring a good amount of the time.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right. That is Camp Rock 3. We did it. Camp Rock. Going to Camp Rock.
You're going to Camp Rock.
Yeah, if you have thoughts about Camp Rock 3 or any other DCOM, email us at the dcom2@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a comment, do something.
Yeah. Yeah. Very fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray, for coming for Camp Rock 3. Can't wait to go to the World Collide tour.
I'm so excited.
It's so exciting. So we have a
We'll
plan.
probably do another mini-sode for that too.
We probably will. Maybe we'll bring Bay. I don't know. We could also just talk to us again, but last time we just did a little mini so talking about our concert experience. So we'll probably do that again. And we have a plan this time because it's just the 3 of us going. That Bay is gonna wear a Camp Rock outfit, and BenG's gonna wear a Zombies outfit, and I'm gonna wear a Descendants outfit because it's 3 worlds colliding now.
Yes.
So
I already have my outfit.
yeah, you have a very fun Camp Rock shirt that is very cute. It says Connect 3.
It's from Box Lunch.
Yeah, y'all can get it too if you want a box lunch. I still have to get a Descendants shirt,
obviously.
Yeah. Okay, so now it's time to roll for the next decom.
Let's go roll.
What do you think it's going to be, Bay?
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Pick a big sequel and you have a good chance.
That's true.
Descendants.
Descendants 3.
Yeah. Oh.
I'll
I
say
think you watched last time.
I'll say Christmas again.
I'll say Princess Protection Program.
Oh, you haven't watched it?
No.
Okay,
Bring back Demi.
Bring back Demi.
yeah, I want it to be that.
Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Spin. Finally, it's pixel perfect.
Holy shit.
It's
You
time.
got pixel perfect?
I got pixel perfect.
It's time. This is our favorite decom.
It's definitely your favorite.
It's definitely my favorite. It was the house number 1.
It was.
And they didn't really like it, so.
I hated it, but I'm not.
Hated it?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I will say there's one quote I really like about it.
Oh, there is.
And it's me in this episode. She's gone.
I was going to say, if I'm so perfect, why do I feel so...
Oh, you're right. You're right.
There's 2 quotes.
I'm so perfect. Then why do I feel so limited?
She's gone.
She's gone.
And that happens within like 2 minutes of each other. So
yeah, it's hilarious.
Alright, well.
We hate it, but it's like pretty fun to hate.
We love it because it's so crazy.
It's just one of the most unhinged movies I've ever seen in my life.
Which,
yeah,
we're so excited to talk about it.
I'm excited to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's been a while since we watched it. All right, tune in 2 weeks for Pixel Perfect.
Bye.
God.
Bye. Scenes from our next episode. She's gone.
I'm more dancing. If you want to perform this club, you gotta dance, girl. Dance.
I'm gonna flip 6 times in the air.
I'm an old man and I want these teenagers to dance for me.
You're a good singer, but you know what you need? Someone else to do the singing.
I want to feel the rain on my skin.
I wrote this song for you.
For you, I wrote it for you, even though it's clearly about me, but I wrote it for you to sing Hologram.
Will you notice me?
Oh, a hologram. What a good marketing opportunity. We can make more of them and just, slave labor them.
Why would we give the hologram sentience?
You can't do that to Loretta Modern, the hologram. She has rights.
She's perfect. She uses 4% of your collarbone.
I'm gonna warp myself into the internet.
This is somehow the least weird part of the movie.
I met the conductor.
Yeah, of the internet train. Or
Yeah,
the bus.
it goes choo-choo.
I don't remember if it's a train or a bus.
I'm gonna upload her to the internet to save her life.
To set her free.
Yeah.
She's everywhere.
All I want to do in
She's
the world
gone.
is feel the rain when the rain falls.
Where'd she go after she possessed my body?
She's gone. What a movie.
You're gonna set up so many. She's lost it.
No, I'm leaving them all.
She's gone.